Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes can either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. Your host tonight is an Eagles fanatic.
I already know I like it because it's on a Philadelphia Eagle.
He talks about the Eagles even when they aren't being pulled.
Can't say enough good things. The only negative thing I can say is he's not a Philadelphia Eagle because we had a horrible draft. I'll always hype up an Eagle. Don't you worry, Fonz.
Make sure to ask to see a sweet thigh tattoo. Your host tonight, Colin, a.k.a. Thor Rudisill. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
And back here at the UA Studios in Burr Ridge, Illinois for round 2 of Ultimate Autographs. How's everybody doing today? Colin Russo alongside Alex Tellez, ready to rock and roll once again here in the UA Live Break Room. All about the vault in the 12 p.m. show, and I got a feeling it's going to be all about the vault once again in the 3 p.m. show. Brand new vault series dropped, 35 boxes, 16 headliners right away, 5 vault keys as well. Let's call it a 21 and 35 chance at a vault key or a headliner. So, 4 speed flexes out there. An insane looking Dan Marino flex, an insane looking Josh Allen flex, and 2 incredible flexes with Micah Parsons and Davante Adams. There's also a Patrick Mahomes in that series. There's an Emmitt Smith, a Julius Peppers, and Ed Reed, a TJ Watt, and an Eli Manning even in that one as well. Lots of great stuff. Again, we were talking about at the end of the show. You know it's a good series when LaDainian Tomlinson is a listed headliner. Yeah, that should be a fun series. Already, I think, halfway to go on the first quad in that one. Outside of that, the black and blue has a 7 and 11 chance at headliners. We are still looking for George Kittle, Aaron Donald, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Drew Brees, and Nick Bosa, as well as Zay Flowers. The practice squad still has 2 speed flexes with Hines Ward and Trevor Lawrence, a whole bunch of authentics with A.J. Brown, Ray Lewis, Reggie Wayne, and George Kittle. The jerseys and minis are still loaded up with stuff. The diamonds are still pretty much brand new. 29 boxes left with 14 headliners, including a Peyton Manning ripped flex, a Calvin Johnson flex, Randy Moss, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Jordan Love. Lots of amazing names in that one. Got a lot to do, as always. Ready to get started, Mr. Tellez?
I'm very ready. This vault is insane. Let's get all these headliners.
It is insane. I appreciate you doing the filler while I was drinking water, because yesterday Steven didn't do it. I was in the middle of a drink, and I'm just like, I was kind of hoping you were going to feel a little bit more air while I did that, but that's fine. Whatever. Anyway, let's get it rocking and rolling. No pre-fills to speak of to start, but we are close on a lot of stuff, as you're about to see. Joey Glock said, where's my order? Let me in on a number, Mr. Joey Glock, an order number, and I will let you know if we've already done it or if it's upcoming. Either way, let's get this show set up, guys, starting with our dice roll. This needs to be a 6 or higher. It's going to determine the amount of times we randomize everybody's names for their divisions. How about a 7? Here we go. 7. 7 off the board in the dice roll. And usually we spin the wheel, but to be honest with you, I kind of like where it's at right now. I think we'll just leave the chase as the vault.
Sounds good.
That brand new vault series, guys, should be a lot of fun. We're already close on that quad. You get your name in ×4 into that chase wheel spin. So how the chase works for anybody that's new or maybe doesn't know, if you buy into the vault, even if you don't win, you're automatically entered to a top spot draw to win up to $100 as long as your break fills. As you see, I think it was Josh and Drace won $93 at the end of last show. So as long as you play in the vault and that break fills, you get your name to maybe win up to $100 in some gift cards. Not too bad. If you play into the quad, you get your name in ×4. You play into the double, you get your name in ×2. So good stuff all around. Drop in the link to the live breaks page if you want to play in the breaks tonight. That is where you got to go. So click that link. It'll take you to this page, and you will see right off the bat the quad box break here for the vault, the bootleg vault. Nothing bootleg about the series, though. Only fire hits, as you are seeing right here. Again, 4 speed flexes, including a new school salute to service for one of the best pass rushers in the game. That is Micah Parsons on that new school salute with the black visor. Right next to him, we got Eli Manning on that standard New York Giant lid, one of the most notorious Giants of all time, at least in recent history on the offensive side of the ball. Trevor Lawrence, one of the best young quarterbacks in the game today. That's a full-size authentic. Let's keep it rocking and rolling with the speed flexes, though, guys. This dark kind of forest green of Josh Allen, that's a speed flex with the gold on the auto and that silver visor. Absolutely gorgeous from one of the best quarterbacks in the league. One of the best receivers in the league, at least especially over the last decade. Davante Adams still out there on the speed flex. Hydro silver with that beautiful silver visor as well. Beautiful looking lid there. And right next to him, how about the best player in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes? Lunar authentic for Patty. I mean, the guy can do everything, and he's thinking about doing something that's never been done before, right? If he is able to make it back to the Super Bowl in the AFC, wins 3 straight, never accomplished in NFL history. Patrick Mahomes could be the first one. Tony Romo, flash authentic, still out there for the Dallas Cowboys. Right next to him, TJ Watt. One of the best, if not the best defensive player in football, a camo authentic. We got Dan Marino. That is a teal hydro speed flex with the gold trim and the teal clips as well. Man, that is one of the coolest lids I've seen. Definitely one of the coolest hydros I've seen. Amazing looking lid. Emmitt Smith on the camo authentic. Julius Peppers flash authentic still out there. And Ed Reed flash authentic. I mean, between the Ed Reed, the Julius Peppers, and the Tony Romo, those are 3 of the best flash helmets in the game, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 photoed headliners in 35 boxes for the bootleg vault. We're also looking for LaDainian Tomlinson, Tim Brown, Jordan Addison, and Hines Ward. That is 16 headliners in 35 boxes, plus 5 vault keys, as always in this series. We have up to $300 that can be won, right? 300, 200. We have 2 $100 and one $50. You're going to win a full-size lid and a gift card to go on top of it. That Merino lid just makes my jaw drop, says Josh, right? Here it is. I mean, I love the spin on this thing when you see the gold just flash. Whew. Pretty. For the best quarterback to never win a Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think maybe the best athlete to never win a championship.
Hey, he said that in the early show, and to be honest with you, he's certainly got to be up there if he isn't number one.
It's like him or maybe like Mike Trout, but like Mike Trout, it's like weird with baseball.
It is a little strange. I don't know. It's hard not to say Dan Marino, but this lid in all its glory.
When I think of football and basketball, at least, I think he's the best athlete to not win a championship.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Man, I could watch this thing spin all day. But I won't, because we got to look at Josh Allen, too. Look at this thing.
Second best quarterback in football.
Again, that kind of...
just is.
Yeah, I think he is. That 4-screen speed flex with the silver visor, the yellow ink for the auto. Gorgeous. And last but not least, how about Davante Adams?
I think he's sweet, too.
That's a 3-toned hydro flex.
Yeah.
And that's like the afterthought, which is crazy.
Davante Adams is really good.
He's one of the best I've ever seen play. Second best behind Jay Love, says Josh and Drace. Well, for Josh and Drace. 4 to go in that quad, by the way. So 4 boxes coming out. You get your name in ×4 into that chase wheel spin. Let's talk about the quad for the Diamonds. 7 spots to go, and wouldn't you know it, Jordan Love, full-size authentic Lunar, the Green Bay Packers starting quarterback. Looked great last year, put up a great fight in the postseason as well. One of the best young quarterbacks in the league. One of the hot takes. I won't say it's sizzling, but one of the hot takes from Mr. Tellez this year. He'll be the best quarterback in the NFC, or already is. I can't remember which one you said.
I think he already is.
Is.
I think it's him. Then I go Hurts. Then I go Dak. And then I'll probably go Stafford, Goff, and Caleb.
Well, I was very upset that you left out Hurts not being number one, but it did make me feel a little bit better that you put him ahead of Prescott anyway. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean it's a solid list. It's a solid list of guys. I'm trying to think if you're like missing anybody. I don't really think you are.
I usually always forget Stafford, but I'm gonna put Stafford at third right now at this point of his career.
Yeah,
but he can still win any game.
We'll see what Kyler can do. Obviously,
Love me some Kyler.
Yeah, he's been out for a while though. Baker was good last year, but I don't know if I'd put him ahead of anybody you just said. I think you probably nailed it.
Yeah, I think Goff had a good enough season last year. I'm not going to put, even as a Bears fan, Caleb above him yet.
Yeah, Goff has been so good. Get Jared Goff in the break room occasionally. He'd be in a series like this, the Welcome to the Jungle Diamond Helmet series. I mean, we just talked about Jordan Love, but man, Peyton Manning, full-size authentic speed flex with the blue rip on this lunar and the blue visor. Talk about a gorgeous lid. That is certainly one of them. The other speed flex in this one, Calvin Johnson, Megatron. There are some ridiculous pictures of Megatron out there with like 4 defenders trying to stop him. But if I could build a perfect wide receiver, he'd probably look like Calvin Johnson. Yeah. I say that a lot, but he is built like the perfect wide receiver. Tall, big hands. He's fast as well. Great frame. Calvin Johnson was that dude. He was for real. Long time with your guy you just mentioned, Matthew Stafford.
Yep.
The Bills triple sign back in here as well. Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, Andre Reed. We got Julius Peppers on one of the best flash helmets in the game. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. You can win in that double box break. Triple it up if you want in the quad with Terry Bradshaw. A.J. Brown still available, and Randy Moss on that new school, or old school rather, salute to service. We've also got Eddie George, Fred Warner, Chris Olave, and Earl Campbell all in this one. Again, only 29 boxes left in the series. And we are still looking at 14 headliners. Almost a 50% chance we're going to pull one in the next break. 6 to go in the double for that one, 7 to go in the quad, 5 to go in the double for the authentic black and blue. Another one that makes sense if we want to play it. We did one box in the early show. It was Keenan Allen with that ripped helmet. We're also still looking for a lot, though. There's 11 boxes left with 7 headliners. Those headliners are George Kittle, full-size authentic on one of the best tight ends in football. Aaron Donald on a flash authentic. We got Dak Prescott, the single-season passing yards leader last season. That's a new school salute to service. Kirk O'Chain's in this one as well. Kirk Cousins. We got Drew Brees. That could be a double up opportunity in this one. And Nick Bosa, which you could double up with George Kittle. Zay Flowers still hanging out in this series as well. I'm here to win the J Love in the single. JJ has set out a goal. Get it, brother. Get it. So only 5 spots to go in that double. 6 spots to go in the practice squad double. Did one box in this and went to our own baby Luca Ryan. It was the Doug Peterson mini. So we're still looking for the Terry Bradshaw Eclipse mini. We are looking for a ton of full-size lids. 7 of them, as a matter of fact, in the last 24 here. Ray Lewis Flash Authentic, George Kittle, Reggie Wayne on the 305 Shut Authentic for the Miami Hurricanes. We got A.J. Brown on the Standard Authentic, one of the best receivers in the game today. Dak Prescott out there again. That's the only rep as far as the headliners. And then we got 2 speed flexes, Trevor Lawrence and Hines Ward. A couple of speed flexes here you can win for under $100 in the double, for under $50 in the single. That is absolutely redonkulous.
I know who I left out. I left out Purdy.
Purdy. Yeah, he's got to be up there. Romo Dunze, Josh Jacobs, by the way, the 2 listed headliners. I don't know if I want to give my most honest feedback on Brock Purdy right now, though.
Oh.
That vault single, by the way, just $87 for a chance at Patty Mahomes or any of those 4 speed flexes, any of the other great headliners. Again, if you win a vault key, you might end up getting paid to take one of those lids. 4 to go in the jerseys. Jerseys, we saw Sauce Gardner in the early show. Outside of that, we still have 6 headliners in 14 boxes. We've got Emmitt Smith. We got Michael Irvin. We've got Jim Kelly and Brian Urlacher. We've also got DeAndre Swift and Drew Bledsoe. Joey said, disregard. I was under the impression that I purchased a mystery box, not a break spot. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty easy to tell. Obviously, I'm guessing Joey's new. Like, these are pretty low prices. So, for example, if you got the jersey, $27. Unfortunately, we can't give away jerseys for $27. On the mystery box tab, I'll drop this in there for you, Joey, if you would like to do it. These are the personal. So we have an all rep series, $344.99. Guarantee yourself a full size helmet, or for $174.99, you guarantee yourself a mini or a jersey. And then we also have, you know, a little bit higher, obviously $1,800, but you get a mini, a jersey, a rep, and a full-size authentic, and they were all headliners within the last 30 days. So this is definitely a high price, but the fact that it's all headliner names and you get 4 items, it's actually pretty good.
It's the great starter like kit to like your collection, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Get yourself a little bit of everything. But yeah, just for everybody on the breaks, it does have a little disclaimer underneath here that does say you're purchasing a live break spot, not a guaranteed item. And there's a little explainer video up here, but it happens that way. Best case scenario, right? Joey would have won the break and ended up with something on the low. Maybe again in this jersey series where we're still looking for Michael Irvin for $27. Maybe Brian Urlacher, Jim Kelly, Emmitt Smith. A lot of options in that game wreckers jersey. 4 spots to go. 7 to go in that diamond single. Help out our boy JJ trying to win one of those sick lids for just $90. In his case, Jordan Love. And then last but not least, we are $77 here. 8 spots to go in the black and blue authentic helmet series, but $49 and a double box break for the mini helmets. We have 18 boxes, 9 headliners. We are still looking for Antonio Gates on that new school salute to service for, in my opinion, the 4th best tight end to ever play the game. Sean Alexander is still out there as well, the former Madden cover athlete, one of the first best running backs I remember watching back in the day. Terry Bradshaw on the Eclipse mini helmet, one of the best Eclipses in the game, the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've got Ty Law, Slate mini, still out there with the red ink, absolutely gorgeous on that bad boy. Other than that, Warren Sapp and Davante Adams, a couple of legendary names on the Buccaneers and the Raiders, the 2 pirate teams with some representation in this break. And then Nick Bosa, the last photoed headliner that's still out there. 2, 4, 6, 7 photoed headliners in the minis, only 18 boxes. And then we're also looking for Chad Johnson and Rashad White. So again, 8 and 16, a 50% chance on the dot in the minis. Excuse me, it's a 9 and 18. 9 and 18. I can't. You guys took all my money already. You haven't even played today, Eric.
Yeah.
We didn't take it. You got us confused with somebody else. So I'll drop in the close breaks here. We're 4 to go on that quad. For the vault, where again, 4 speed flexes are out there, including that Hydro Flex Dan Marino, the Josh Allen Forest Green Flex with the silver visor, this 3-tone Hydro Flex of Davante Adams. We're also looking for the Micah Parsons New School Salute, Patrick Mahomes, Eli Manning. Plenty of stuff to do in that one. 4 spots to go in the quad. You also get your name in ×4 into the Chase Wheel Spin. Here's the best odds in the room, the black and blue double, 154 a spot, but there are 7 headliners left and 11 boxes. Only 5 spots to go. And then 4 spots to go in the jersey, the cheapest entry point for the breaks, where it is almost a 50% chance at a headliner, and 4 spots to go. That is your top to bottom, folks.
It's a good top to bottom rundown you did there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of great stuff. I mean, the new vault, there's no reason why we don't knock out that quad. We're halfway there. I mean, you can double up with the Josh Allen and Dan Marino. That would be one of the greatest double box breaks I've ever seen.
I didn't even mention the double up opportunities. Yeah, let's take a look at them.
That would be one of the filthiest combos I've ever seen.
Yeah, as Alex just said, you could win these 2 bad boys, that AFC East in the same go. Josh Allen and Dan Marino. It might be one of the dirtiest of all time.
Yeah, I mean, or you can go Davante Adams and Patrick Mahomes. That's a great combo.
That's a pretty good combo, too. Davante Adams and Patrick Mahomes.
In the quad, Micah Parsons, Eli Manning, Tony Romo, and Emmitt Smith.
Quad box break, you win 3 Cowboys and Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons, Speed Flex, Tony Romo Flash, Emmitt Smith camo, and an Eli Manning standard lid.
I mean, we don't see a ton of Eli Manning.
No, I haven't seen him in a minute. I was like, oh, he's back.
Yeah.
TJ Watt and Ed Reed, by the way, available on some double up opportunities in that AFC North, not to mention, you know, LaDainian Tomlinson, throw that into a triple up. Actually, throw Tim Brown in there for a quad up in that AFC West alongside Davante Adams and Patrick Mahomes. Jordan Addison can throw in the NFC North, throw in the Hines Ward in the AFC North with that TJ Watt and Ed Reed. Got a lot of options.
Eric, do not sell your dog.
I can't play today. It's all gone, LOL. I'm selling my dog so I can play. You realize that I'm addicted.
Do not sell your dog.
Don't sell the dog. Is it cute? You could sell it to me, actually.
Every dog is cute.
Every dog?
Every dog.
I bet if I Google ugly dog,
Even
you'll
the
be
ugly
like,
dog in Deadpool.
that dog was. There's like ugly cute, and then there's like, yeah, the ugly dog in Deadpool is so funny.
That is.
Yeah, it was like this one.
Yeah.
This is like
Just
literally the dog.
Look up dog pool.
Look at this. See, like
No,
that's,
Eric,
that's
don't
an
do
ugly
it.
dog. That's an ugly dog.
Yeah, the hairless ones are tough.
But like when they have their tongue out like that,
Yeah. Well, dog pool.
dog pool. Here he is.
Yeah.
Here he is. See, like this is a
Legend.
cute dog.
Legend.
He's ugly, but he's cute. Here's a big. I love Ryan Reynolds with him. Ryan Reynolds is such a gem. It's funny that like he's a handsome individual. I think everybody agrees with that, but it's like I feel like men go crazier over Ryan Reynolds than women a lot of times.
I think it's just like a running joke now, and we all just like go with it.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, it's Ryan Reynolds. We
Yep.
get it. He's perfect. Bye-bye, dogs, says Eric.
No.
No.
What are we doing?
I would not say there's a Micah Parsons speed flex on Earth that is worth it to get rid of the puppos.
No. And I would love for you guys all to play the breaks, but don't sell your dog.
I sell exotic micro bullies?
What?
Okay, so like if he's actually selling dogs, then that's a different thing. My brother-in-law does that.
Yeah. I know, like the bully dogs, they're like banned in England.
All right, really?
Yeah.
Why? Because they're bullies? Because of the name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Causing too much chaos.
Exotic micro bully. Oh my god. They're so cute
Yeah.
though. Oh my god. Look at this guy. He's so happy. Look, this is Ureli's dog, Eric and Ureli's dog. Hey,
Oh man.
please don't sell me. I am not worth a Micah Parsons speed flex. Now this guy, on the other hand, he kind of looks like Micah Parsons. Just mean, huge.
Looks like Mike Tolbert.
Yeah, that's Tolbert right there. Look at this one's adorable. Little puppy. Anyway, we've gotten off track.
We went from the early show showing cute babies. Now we're showing cute dogs.
Yeah, that's right. We went from babies to dogs.
That's what we do here.
We're hitting on all fronts.
Yeah.
So do we have to talk about dinner now too? Because we talked about breakfast in the early show. LOL, they're my keeper, but I want to play, so bye dogs.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Yep. We'll see if it pays off.
Thank you for finishing that.
God, that's a good movie. Shout out Dodgeball.
Yep.
We should get a like Vince Vaughn signed Dodgeball.
Oh,
Put him in the
that
1
would
and 4.
be sick. Or Ben Stiller.
Or both.
Or both on a signed wrench. Yeah, Josh.
Wow.
Josh has got the idea here.
Oh, wow. You know Ureli plays in these breaks, John. Or Josh. That's funny.
That's a good point.
Eric better choose his next words carefully.
I already tried. That's what he's going to say.
Yeah. Didn't work. I will say, and I know this is just kind of rubbing it in for Eric a little bit, but winning Micah Parsons, Tony Romo, and Emmitt Smith as a Cowboy
That would
fan.
be filthy.
I mean, you could win all 3 of those in the same quad. That is pretty awesome. My dad is calling me. People don't know I'm on the air.
Yeah.
My schedule is a little weird though.
It almost reminds me of like when you're growing up and you're playing video games and your mom's like, pause it. And it's like, Mom, I'm online. I can't pause.
Yeah, I can't just pause the
No.
game.
What do you mean? You can pause the game? No, I can't.
Yeah, you don't know how it works. Yeah, but that'd be filthy. 3
mean-
Cowboys.
I mean, yeah, with Devontae Adams and Patrick Mahomes, LT's a filler.
Gosh.
So, I mean, that's a triple up right there.
Yeah, Tim Brown in there as well. I mean,
Tim
a quad
Brown,
up
yeah.
opportunity. There's
TJ
ways.
Watt and Ed Reed.
It's a pretty filthy looking series, man.
That's pretty nice. Plus Heinz Ward, too.
Jaime said breakfast, babies, dogs, actors. We hitting a wide variety of topics today.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
you know,
are.
we like to discuss everything. No religion, no politics. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Everything else is pretty fair game. Looks like the jerseys are getting ever closer.
Yeah.
I think 2 to go.
2 to go for the jerseys. We're in the red zone.
Red zone and in the jerseys. Do I still have the... I think somebody got rid of the red zone on here.
What?
Oh, nope, here it is.
I was gonna say, who would do such a thing?
I don't know.
It might have to get fired.
Yeah, that's a fireable offense. Oh, except it's not on top of the randomizer anymore, though. Hold on, everybody.
Oh, man, this isn't good. But once we do, I feel like one of those vault quads,
There we
then
go.
it's gonna start flying.
Right? There we go. Now we're red zoning. Irvin, Smith, Urlacher, Kelly, all still out there in this one. Not to mention DeAndre Swift and Drew Bledsoe. We got options.
Now it's over the name of the series, though.
I can't do everything, Alex.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I could fix it, but I'm kind of lazy, at least on that front. I just need to make money so I can give it to y'all. Wait, can we take the dog as collateral?
Oh,
We'll have a little.
a jersey spot for the dog.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, probably gets more.
I don't know how much an exotic bully goes for, but I'm guessing it's more than a
We'll
jersey
give you
spot.
we'll give you one vault single to yourself.
An entire vault single.
I feel like that's about right. Dogs are not cheap.
I don't know how expensive they are, if I'm being completely
If you're going
honest.
for like an exotic dog or like from like a breeder, it's gonna be more expensive.
I think one of
definitely.
these said price. 1,000 and 5,000 or more, it says.
Yeah.
We're the GameStop of collateral. Yeah, Eric said 5K a piece,
Yeah.
so he's gonna need a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll give you a vault quad.
Correct, Jaime. And DeAndre Swift is a secondary headliner.
Ooh, that's
So got a
nice.
couple of Bears still in there, and then the 2 Cowboys, Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith, Jim Kelly as well, and then Drew Bledsoe, who might be a Cowboy, might be a
What?
Patriot, might be a Bill.
A cowboy. Never seen him on a cowboy here.
Drew Bledsoe,
No,
interesting.
that'd be cool. Just goes along with that series we always talk about.
I'm gonna have to see a dentist, I think.
Oh no, this isn't good.
It's like way back here. Is there a dentist in the house?
Put some whiskey back there.
We got 25 people watching. Yeah, maybe that's it. 2 to go in the jerseys. That's
Yeah.
right. We red zoning.
Baby Luca would know.
He's got tiny enough fingers he could investigate back there. The problem is I don't know if he has the mental capacity to understand what's going on.
We'll figure it out.
Will he? I feel like he won't.
I believe in him.
I'm glad you have faith.
Yeah.
Man, we are literally at the end of our wits as far as end of our wits isn't really the right way to say that, but
No.
college football is right around the corner.
It
what
is
I'm
right around
saying.
the corner.
Literally, I think this Saturday, Florida State and Georgia Tech.
Why do I feel like Florida State's always the first game of the year?
I don't know. 11-point favorites against Georgia Tech on the road. 55.5 total points. Over under.
I'm just gonna take their spread because I just think they're gonna be on a revenge tour of not being in the college football playoff.
This is the Aer Lingus College Football Classic. Yeah, they might be. Still number 10 overall despite losing a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Here's what you hate to see. Missouri starting 11 overall.
It's just because they have that good wide receiver.
Luther Burden.
Yeah.
That dude is raw. I don't often agree with Missouri sports simply because I'm an Illinois fan, but Luther Burden is pretty good.
Well, we're gonna do a jersey.
I do see closed by Jaime. I also see the green light here. Jeff Hilton back in here. Tom Kozuch, Mike Gribble, Vernell Henderson, Manuel Chueba, Sean Blasco, and Jaime Velasco. First break of the show. Touchdown, Jaime Velasco. Looking for a bear, looking for one of those Cowboys. Drop me a number for jersey. Number 1. Started the early show with a jersey. Straight heat after that, right?
Yeah.
See what happens. Jaime wants the wheel. Let's do it. 3, 5, 6, 10, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Those are some really gross colors.
I know they're bad. But it's the quickest wheel to like put stuff on, you know?
That's fair.
You literally just have to hit enter and go. I could probably change the colors. Oh, now I just changed the order, I think. Oh no, I'm just making everything 3. See what you made me do, Alex? Gosh, you had to complain about the colors.
I'm gonna blame Jeff.
Jeff.
He complained about it first in the meeting.
He did. I think I did too. I was like, those don't look good. It's 14, 17, 18, 19, 20.
It's efficient over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 23, 25, 26. I think I just put 28. Now we'll do 26 and then 29. All right. We're not worrying about the color right now. I know the color's ugly, guys. Just get over it for now. Here we go. 20. 23. 23. Bubba Wallace. Jeff down to Jaime. Here we go. Jaime said, Packer colors. Yeah. Josh Andres is like, I think it's pretty good. Yep, there it is. He said green and gold. Looks beautiful to me. All right. What do we roll? 7. 7 clicks. That's funny. EU Packers colors, green and gold looks beautiful to me. 2 very different reactions.
I knew that was going to happen.
All right. Manuel Trueba is in the NFC North, looking for DeAndre Swift, looking for Brian Urlacher. We got Tom Kozuch in the NFC South. Jeff Hilton, NFC East. Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, potentially. Jaime Velasco, NFC West and AFC North. We've got Sean Blasco, AFC South. Mike Gribble in the AFC East, looking for Jim Kelly, maybe Drew Bledsoe as well. Vernal Henderson, AFC West. 23 of 30, the Bubba Wallace box, as mentioned. Started the show in the early show with a headliner in the jerseys. I don't see why that has to stop. Headliner in the jerseys. We've got a Bear, Brian Urlacher. Packers colors on the wheels, but Bears colors on the hit. Brian Urlacher with the Hall of Fame 18 inscription on the white custom jersey. That is Manuel Trueba in the NFC North.
I know Josh Andreas loves that.
He's a fan.
He loves it.
He got a Brian Urlacher full-size authentic yesterday, and he never even got possession of it before he sent it away. So I've got a feeling he doesn't have a lot of interest in this one. But it is a nice-looking jersey. Hall of Fame inscription. Manuel likes it. He says, let's go. That's right, baby. One of the best linebackers I've seen play. Catalyst on that mean defense in the 2000s. Went to the Super Bowl against the Colts. That legendary play by Devin Hester, where it seemed like they were going to win it. The story that Tony Dungy tells about that is hilarious, too.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember everything about it, but he had, like, a dream is the basis of it, that, like, they will win the Super Bowl if they kick the ball to Devin Hester after they game planned that they weren't going to kick it to Devin Hester. So, literally, the day of the Super Bowl, they said, let's kick it to Devin Hester. And he took it to the crib. But they did win the Super Bowl. So technically it was correct. But he was like, I felt like such an idiot.
Said he'll be back for Swift.
I'll be back for Swift. He's hunting bears, baby.
I like the confidence.
We got Dog the Bounty Hunter in here. Manuel Trueba hunting bears. Brian Urlacher.
I've done 2 jerseys today, and they were both headliners.
Yeah, we're doing all right there.
Sauce Gardner in the early show, now Brian Urlacher.
But congrats, Manuel. He said, I wish Jaime would have gotten it. Manuel, what is your team? Are you a Bears fan, too? Why do I feel like he's a Bears fan, too?
I mean, he was pretty excited about that, and he's looking for the Swift. He might be.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but might have went to a Bears fan regardless. But that is literally how we started the show last time. Does history repeat itself? If so, the vault is about to be in fuego, as it should be. To be honest with you, the vault, when we got on, was pretty sweet. This one is way better with it is right now. He said, I'm a Dolphins guy, but love my OG ballers. There you go. Dolphins guy. Well, let me tell you, Manuel, it doesn't get much better than this when it comes to a Dolphin lid, right? This Hydro Flex with the gold trim. Some beautiful stuff going on there. Josh Allen with the forest green Speed Flex. Micah Parsons, New School Salute. Devontae Adams, 3-tone Hydro Flex. Patrick Mahomes, Eli Manning, Trevor Lawrence, TJ Watt, Emmitt Smith, Julius Peppers, Ed Reed, and Patty Mahomes. 5 vault keys as well. Not too bad. Not too bad. The listed headliners, by the way. I almost added that to my shopping cart. LaDainian Tomlinson, Tim Brown, Jordan Addison, and Hines Ward. So, I mean, we've already been talking about it, but the double-up opportunities, triple-up opportunities, heck, even quad-up opportunities are still available.
Yeah.
I don't have Dolphins, but might have something you like. Manuel also said, I'm in love, talking about this bad boy.
Yeah. I mean, that Dan Marino was clean. The gold just pops so much on it. Like, it's exactly like the Herbert, basically, but it's teal instead of black.
Yeah, right? It's insane. The one next to it, too. I mean, this is just... We've not really seen lids like this, right?
Oh, I think Alex Dryerstein was kind of like the Emmitt Smith that they pulled last night. But man, Josh Allen, the second best quarterback in football. I mean, he really does do it all. He just doesn't have the winning of Mahomes. Doesn't have that Super Bowl yet.
No. We'll
But
see if he gets it.
I don't think there's a thing that Josh Allen can't do. He can run over anybody, which is insane as a quarterback, and there's not a throw he can't make. Now, his decision making sometimes can get a little erratic, but I mean, sometimes he's just put in that situation where he's got to make a play.
Yeah, for sure. And then, of course, the other one we have on the old UA microwave, Devontae Adams. 3-toned Hydroflex.
Oh, yeah.
Devontae Adams and Josh Allen would be kind of a nasty little hookup if that ever happens in some alternate
would
reality.
That would be filthy. 5 to go on the black and blue double. That's getting a little action.
As it should. As it should. We've been talking about the vault. Again, we're 4 to go on that, but 5 to go. I'm actually seeing 4 to go on that black and blue double. George Kittle, Aaron Donald, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Drew Brees, Nick Bosa, as well as Zay Flowers. Again, there's only 11 boxes left. 7 of them are headliners. You get the NFC West, George Kittle, Aaron Donald, Nick Bosa, all available. Kirk Cousins, Drew Brees. The NFC South double up. Dak Prescott still alive, obviously. Zay Flowers, lots and lots to do in the Black and Blue Authentic Series. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the Black and Blue, the reason why these are priced down compared to the Diamonds, a little bit of nicks, dings, small scratches, literal minor problems like that Keenan Allen just had like a fading issue on the non-auto side, but they're not pristine enough for us to put in Diamond Series or any other series. So instead, we put them here for you guys to get at a discounted price and, still enjoy a certified autograph on a sweet looking lid. What's on deck after the B&B? Good question. Good question. I don't know if I want to tell you yet.
Oh.
I don't know if I want to tell you yet. But I'll let you know at some point. Let's do like the black and blue double. And then maybe we'll talk. I don't know why I'm being so secretive about it, but it's nothing crazy.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So 4 to go on the quad for the vault, 4 to go on the double for the black and blue, 6 to go on the diamond double. So you guys let me know. So far, Brian Urlacher, the lone hit. Yeah, I saw too with the Eagles schedule. They play on a Friday night in Brazil, week 1, against the Packers. But then, like, after that, I think they don't play till that next Sunday, obviously. And then they don't play till, like, the Monday after that. And then they're, like, on a bye week. So it's like they are so scattered all over the place. But what are you going to do? Craig Joseph into that black and blue double. So that's down to, I believe, 3 to go now.
Yes.
Drop that in there, guys. Seems like this is the one that's getting some action. Bang. But looking forward to week 1. I know Steven was already saying they've released odds, I think, early odds on the sports books for the first game on Thursday night between the Ravens and the Chiefs. I know Derrick Henry, I think he said any type touchdown score was like minus 105.
I honestly think he might score a touchdown every game. Like, he might be the McCaffrey of last year, where it's like this guy's he keeps scoring every game. I was looking at Gus Edwards, had 13 rushing touchdowns last year.
Right? Gus Edwards.
Gus Edwards is okay, but he's not Derrick Henry.
No. Gus Edwards does have a funny way of, like, finding the end zone.
Yeah. But even then, like, I think he had a couple fumbles at the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's just not as good as Derrick Henry, and he's not as good as Josh Andreas.
He closed it, and he said, now I can tell him. I mean, that's probably fair enough. I think Josh has done enough work today. It's just a college series.
Yeah.
But it's not just a college series. It's a pretty good college series.
I won't say. I guess there's some really good items.
There's some good stuff. It's pretty great for a college series. You guys will see. It is also being ran a little bit differently this time around.
Yeah.
I think JJ Jones actually had the suggestion to kind of bring in a wheel. So you guys will be into like a 1 in 8 randomization. You can still win twice. But instead of a winner take all format, we're making it so on the double box breaks, quads, whatever else, we could have multiple winners. Still going to be an 8-spot break, but instead of a winner take all, there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to split it up or potentially still win both. But You'll see when we get there. But that is next. If we get these last 9 boxes done in the black and blue, we can do it.
Yeah.
Justin Mendenhall, we got Pete Mento, Vernal Henderson, Craig Joseph, and Josh Andres. He says, nice, I like that. Yeah. Yeah, we're mixing it up a little bit, seeing if you guys like it. Obviously, we're here for your guys' feedback to run it how you want, but this was a suggestion that JJ had, and I think a lot of people kind of liked it, so we're going to give it a shot.
Yep. Shout out JJ Jones.
Two numbers for black and blue, double number 1. First 2 numbers we see are the ones we will do. Again, it is 7 headliners and 11 boxes.
Yeah, the NFC West is loaded as well as the NFC South.
About 5 and 21. Craig in there with 13 and 7, just a little bit late. 5 and 21 we'll do. Forgot what number I had here. 20. Okay. These are all authentics in the black and blue. 7 and 11 chance at a headliner. It is your best odds of winning a headliner, that is. 7 clicks. Good luck, good luck. Almost forgot the J and Josh. I almost made him Osh Anderson. Andres, I should say. Josh Andres has the NFC North, Justin Mendenhall the NFC South, Craig Joseph in the NFC East, Vernal Henderson NFC West, Josh Andres AFC North, AFC South, Vernal Henderson AFC East, Pete Mento in the AFC West. NFC West, a good spot. Nick Bosa, George Kittle, Aaron Donald. That is where Vernal Henderson is. Dak Prescott would be Craig Joseph. Kirk Cousins / Drew Brees would be Justin Mendenhall. And then Zay Flowers is Josh Andres. Here we go. Box 5. The Who box.
That would be Kyle Larson.
Nicely done. Nicely done, Alex. Full size. Authentic. Whoa. Whoa. All right. We've got ourselves the last listed headliner of the series, one of the best young receivers in the game. Funny, we were just talking about the Ravens and Derrick Henry, but let's talk about the number 1 receiver in Baltimore, Zay Flowers. Beautiful flash authentic for Zay Flowers. That is Josh Andres in the AFC North.
He can't be stopped.
He can't be. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah, beautiful hit. Love me some Zay Flowers. I think he is going to be very well off in Baltimore this year. I think he only benefits from, Mark Andrews coming back. Obviously, Derrick Henry being a part of it. They're going to get a lot of attention, but it's also going to take attention off of this guy, and he can get dangerous on some deep field threats.
Oh, yeah.
Love that Flash Ravens lid, right? Just a little bit of, scuffing on the logo itself and a little bit above the helmet, just right here and right there. Unfortunate spot for it to be in, but it's really not that bad. You can kind of see it on camera there on the beak of the Raven. Are Ravens dangerous?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I made a Raven angry, would it mess me up? When you see a Falcon and you're like, oh my god, the talons on that thing.
Yeah. I don't know if they're aggressive or not or anything.
I don't know either. I honestly cannot tell you much about the Raven.
No, because I don't think I've ever actually seen one or anything.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just learned how little I know about Ravens.
Yeah.
All I know is Edgar Allan Poe wrote about them, and that's why Baltimore is called the Ravens, because he's from Baltimore and made the poem about the Raven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you.
Yeah. But you know a lot about Eagles. I wouldn't say I know that much about Eagles either, overall. I know more about Eagles than I know about Ravens. I know an eagle will mess you up if they're not aggressive, they're not seeking out humans, but in a hypothetical, if you were in a fight with an eagle,
yeah,
it's not a good fight to be in. I have to see it, says Steven. See what?
A raven to determine if it'll mess him up.
I think he's making fun of me. I'm not 100% sure. I think he's making fun of what I say about Joe Burrow.
No.
Oh, all right. All right. We've got ourselves a starting quarterback in the NFL for the New York Football Giants. How about Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones, great looking autograph in the league. That is the NFC East. Craig Joseph. How about it? Taking down the Daniel Jones Authentic. We'll see what Danny Dimes can do this season. Obviously, Malik Neighbors coming along. Certainly a big help for him. He's got the the beard now, Daniel Jones. Went from clean shaven to rocking a beard. We'll see if that makes a difference for him overall. Didn't play too well in his first preseason game, but it's preseason, right? Who cares? I think the logo's just got a little bit messed up over here on the logo. Right where my finger is, you can kind of see it. Other than that, pretty good looking lid overall. JSA certified, Daniel Jones.
Yeah, preseason is one of those things. If you play bad, well, it's just preseason. If you play good, it's like, well, you played good.
Yeah, right. Obviously, you'd rather see him play good than bad, but it is preseason.
Yeah.
But obviously, a lot of question marks at the quarterback position for Daniel Jones. It's interesting that they decided to pay him already. I think that's just the biggest, overall. But what are you going to do?
Craig.
Who wants a Daniel Jones Authentic? I see Craig is very excited about his Daniel Jones Authentic. Here's what I'm excited about, though, in the black and blue now. Down to 9 boxes with 6 headliners. 6 and 9 chance at a headliner in the black and blue. That's like 2 and 3. That's like almost a guaranteed headliner in the double box break, right?
I think you're right.
Almost. Not quite, but almost. Josh said, but when you are bad and play bad, again, doesn't matter if preseason to me. I do hear what you're saying. He hasn't looked great. I'm not by any means like a Daniel Jones bumper, but I am in the boat of the Giants have already paid him. They better be gosh darn sure that he is not the guy before they let him walk, have to pick up dead cap, and he goes and he balls somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Craig said he's terrible. We'll see. I mean, he had flashes where he wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? Like, you look back a couple of years ago, especially when you take in his rushing.
He was good that one year.
2 years ago, he had 3,205 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 5 picks. That's not bad, you know? You can build off that for sure. And that year too, he had 708 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. I mean,
Steven is right.
Beat Kirk Cousins in the playoffs. There was a time where it kind of looked like he might be legit.
They should have just franchised him.
He looked really bad last year. And he hasn't looked great up until 2022. I'm just saying, I think it's worth one more look. If you've already paid him, which again, I think that was a mistake, but he had one good year. You might as well see what you got the rest of the way through.
Should they have drafted JJ McCarthy? Or Michael or Michael Penix?
No. I think Malik Neighbors is a great pick.
Yeah.
Because whether it's going to be Daniel Jones working out or whoever you bring in next, it's good to have something he's coming into. As opposed to if they get JJ McCarthy and they have no weapons, I mean, what are they going to do?
Hey, David, I think I found a landing spot for Derek Carr.
Got a good point
the
there.
Giants.
The year the grass tripped him up, he was good. Yeah. That was against the Eagles. He seems like it. Him and the GM, who was fun to watch too. He went to, I think I told you this, he went to my rival high school in Elkhart, which is hilarious. Small world. But yeah. Dable's fun to watch. It seems like he knows what he's looking for, at least. He's very confident in what he's talking about. Ownership can't let go of their guys over in New York, says Steven. Yeah, I mean, they paid him, you know? You can't pay that guy a huge contract and then 1 year later say, we're done with you. You're going to have so much dead cap.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. And again, worst case scenario, what if he goes to Las Vegas and he's incredible?
Not everybody can do what the Broncos just did, just dump Russ.
Yeah, right. No. And that makes a little bit more sense because Russ peaked. You know what I mean? He might have another peak, but he's never going to be as good as he was. Yeah. He's near the end of his career.
Yeah.
Where Daniel Jones, hypothetically, this is right where he should be in the prime of his career.
Should be. Again, I'm by no means saying look out for Daniel Jones. He's coming this year.
but I do think he's healthy. He's coming off of a bad year, but 2 years ago he was okay. He's got the best receiver he's had in his entire tenure as a New York Giant. We'll see what happens.
I think that's why it just seems like the formula for developing a quarterback and building a team is you get everything else first and then you go get your quarterback.
Well,
because then you can fully determine, if your quarterback's good or not because they have everything around them.
You got everything you need.
Compared to like the Daniel Jones situation where he won a playoff game, he played good, but he doesn't have anything around him.
Oh, they pulled the trigger entirely too quick on thinking he was a franchise guy.
I mean,
no question.
I mean, that's why the Packers keep doing it, right? They already have a full team established, and then they're just plugging in a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm liking what the Bears are doing. They got a full good roster now, and now they're bringing in their quarterback.
Well, speaking of Bears and what they're doing, one big part was their draft, right? Obviously getting Caleb Williams, but another big one was Rome Odunze. For the first time in break room history, he is here in the UA Live break room. Rome Odunze, a listed headliner in the practice squad, can double him up with Josh Jacobs as a listed headliner. We have 7 full-size lids still in this one, and we are down to just 24 boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost a 1 in 3 chance just at full-size lids. Ray Lewis, George Kittle, Reggie Wayne, and A.J. Brown, Trevor Lawrence, and Hines Ward. Those are the speed flexes. We got a Dak Prescott rep. Terry Bradshaw, Eclipse Mini. There's plenty to do here.
I love that Reggie Wayne helmet.
That Reggie Wayne
think
helmet is
it's
sweet.
clean.
I love whenever we get the 305 chain. I haven't seen it in a while, and then it popped back up in, I think, a vault of all places. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God, it's back.
David, I feel like the Saints have been in cap hell for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Like they always have like no cap space, and then they somehow get out of it.
Man, that, the last time the Saints were like decent, that was 20...
Like 5 years ago now.
It was like 2018, I think, 2017,
When
2018.
when the Rams had Jared Goff.
Yeah, because that year it was wild because the double doink happened.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles
Played
should
the
have beat
Saints.
the Saints though. But Alshon Jeffrey let a ball go right through his hands that got picked off.
Yep.
And then the Saints should have beat the Rams.
Yep.
But they got the no call pass interference. So it was almost like this weird like domino effect where
A
it's
lot
like,
of these teams almost getting like, you don't want to ever say lucky, but kind of like these lucky breaks at least at the end of games.
like 9 times out of 10, the Bears beat the Eagles. Cody Parkey makes the kick. We got a completely different story. 9 times out of 10, Alshon Jeffrey catches a pass that hits him right in the hands. The Eagles might have beat the Saints. 9 times out of 10, the referee throws the flag on that pass interference, and it's like 3 games in a row in the NFC led to the Rams getting to the Super Bowl that year.
I
was
mean,
wild.
99 times out of 100, the refs throw the flag.
That was the most. I mean, they changed the rules because of it. It was the most blatant penalty ever. Like, clearly had no intent. Even the guy said he had no intention of going for the ball.
Yeah. That was Drew Brees' like last real shot too.
Yeah, it sucked. It's okay. The NBA gave us Fat Zion to make
no,
it up.
he's not fat
skinny
anymore.
now.
He's skinny.
Yeah.
He's skinnier than he was in college.
What's gone in the new vault? Craig, you're not going to believe this.
haven't
We've
done
been on
anything.
for almost an hour, and as Alex just said, we haven't done a single one. I honestly thought this was going to be flying. I mean, we got quad orders while we hopped off the air, got it to 4 to go in the quad, and we haven't done a single break.
We need you, Craig.
It's the chase. There's 4 speed flexes. Micah Parsons, Josh Allen, this incredible Dan Marino, Devontae Adams. That's a 3-toned hydro. Patrick Mahomes is in this. Eli Manning's pretty undeniable. Some about Giants quarterbacks, they know how to sign helmets.
Yeah.
Eli Manning, Trevor Lawrence, TJ Watt, Tony Romo, Emmitt Smith, Julius Peppers, Ed Reed. Those are all authentics. 4 speed flexes and 2, 4, 6, 8 authentic helmets.
I'm either seeing quarterback speed flexes or like greatest at their positions, basically.
All right. And if they're not like specialty helmets, we're talking about some of the best flash helmets.
Yep.
And then a guy we don't see in the break room hardly ever, in Eli Manning, right?
Yeah.
LT as a listed name. Tim Brown, Jordan Addison, Hines Ward.
Yeah, that's disgusting that LT's a listed name in a series. Like this guy's a top 5-10 back of all time.
Yeah. So everything is still out there. Mahomes and 4 great speed flexes and a ton of other great headliners. Phil Simms can sign. Facts, Steven.
Yeah.
Big facts. Greatest of their position on the best helmet, like Colin said.
There we go, Craig. Craig's getting 2 spots in the quad. We got 2 to go. We're in the red zone.
Red zone and in the quad. He's like, say less, boys. Say less. 2 to go And in my opinion, well, actually, it's close. This is probably the best break in the room right now, but man, the diamonds are pretty darn good too.
I feel like this happens a lot when like they're both just brand new at the same time. The diamond is the best break, but the vault has the best headliners.
Right. So the vault, exactly right. The vault has the best headliners, 4 speed flexes and a Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
That's, I mean, pretty objectively better than this, which is still great. A Peyton Manning flex, a Calvin Johnson flex, and a ton of great names. The difference is your filler hits in this are going to be high-end authentics.
Yeah.
Your fillers in the vault, couple of replica helmets, whatever else. Obviously, I do have the gimmick for the vault keys to make up for it, but both of these breaks should be hot at some point. I think you're right. Might be this weird mixture where it's like, well, do we want to play the diamonds? Do we want to play the vault? Like, which one are we going to attack? And Craig's trying to make it more clear, right? 2 spots into that vault quad.
Yep.
This seems like the one to do. I mean, one of the coolest hydros I've ever seen with this Dan Marino and the gold trim and the teal with the teal clips, the gold face mask, Josh Allen, Devontae Adams. That is unbelievable. And then Micah Parsons. I have most of the diamond headliners, says Craig, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows about these? Eli Manning, even, I mean, again, Alex said it earlier. We don't get Eli Manning that often.
No.
And I do not have a Marino, says Craig.
Wow.
This is about as good as it gets for Dan Marino.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of sick Dolphins helmets. This isn't the sickest one. I mean, that Tyreek Hill, like Miami Vice one we had.
Just the design and everything on that. Yeah. But
Right.
The gold on this pops so well.
This is probably A tier Dolphin helmet, A tier Dan Marino lid that we've gotten. Maybe S tier for Dan Marino lid specifically. It's about as good as it gets. Somebody's going to win it. Maybe right away in this quad. 2 spots to go. The link is in the chat. Let's do it. Do you have it, Craig? That thing was sick, dude. That thing was sick. Was that the one where it's like the coolest one I've seen? It might be one of the coolest helmets, period, I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Where it's like the black and purple on the bottom, the Miami Vice, and then the top almost reminds me of the beach because it's like white and orange. So it's like you get both sides of Miami, and then it's Tyreek Hill, so it's like sick. He said, yeah, I want it. Nice.
1 to go.
1 to go in the quad. Yeah, that thing was disgusting in the best way.
We got Steven S. We got Josh Andreas with 2 spots, Vernal, Tom K, and Craig with 2.
Lego, my ego.
Who wants that last spot? Who wants to close their magic?
Closer magic on the line. We need a Tolbert.
Oh yeah.
Punch it in.
Daniel Jones can punch it in.
He can. He had 700 yards rushing that year.
No, I mean that's what he kind of just needs to get back to. He's almost just throwing his body out there, just like screw it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
He's actually not a bad runner.
Again, I'm not. He played 6 games, very much below average last year. It looked terrible.
He was a poor man's Josh Allen that year.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what he was. That's what Brian Dable was trying to make him.
Yeah,
I feel like.
He had 2 touchdowns and 6 picks last year. That's
And I feel like
terrible.
the last year he got hurt, and they were trying to just make him more of a passer. Be like, hey, all right, come on, let's pass a little more. We can't always have you running. It's just stick to what you're good at.
Stick to what you're good at.
And now you got Malik Neighbors.
Now you have. I mean, again, his best receiver until now has been what? Sterling Sharp,
Yeah, it hasn't been close to
Darius
good.
Slayton. Like those guys would be
It's
3s or
on-
4s
I
on
was
other
gonna say,
teams.
it's been a lot of 3s on a
Yeah.
good team. All he had was Saquon.
Exactly. Now he doesn't even have that.
No.
Now he does have Devin Singletary, which is interesting. I was going to bring this up before because you mentioned Gus Edwards. That's how I feel because I just traded for Joe Mixon in a dynasty league. It's like Devin Singletary was lighting it up at the running back position. Like,
Yeah.
what can Joe Mixon do? You would think more, but I guess we'll find out.
Joe Mixon is just like fantasy wise, just like consistent every year. Like somehow he ends up finishing top 10, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like I didn't really feel like it, like it didn't have any games that really popped, but that I run my team on that though. I just want guys that it's like if you can get me 10 fantasy points a week, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I prefer the consistent guys for sure
Yeah.
over the boomer bust guys.
Because there was one guy that kept trying to trade me Gabe Davis. I was like, I'm not. He's like, look how many points he has. I'm like, yeah, he gets 25 points and then he gets 2 points.
Now I know, like my league, we got rid of defense and kickers. It's 2 QB, and then we do 2 flexes. So then I'll try and actually get 1 boomer bust guy
Sure,
for
yeah,
that
it's worth
other
it at that
flex
point.
spot. And it's just like, okay, this is gonna make or break my week.
Yeah. Well, it's even like, but it won't break it as much because
No,
if you have
yeah.
everybody else is consistent,
Consistent,
you can
yeah.
afford a guy that has like 3
Yeah.
points. But if he gets 38 points, it's like, yep, that's a dub.
I'm thinking that's how Marvin Harrison Jr. might be for me this year.
Could be. I think he'll be a little bit more consistent too, but we'll see.
I think that's another
Cardinals
reason.
are an enigma right now.
I think that's why I have been going wide receiver heavy in this league, because I feel like wide receivers are more consistent with getting, like, especially in a full point PPR, just like 15 points.
Mm-hmm. Doing quad vault or diamond right now. Vault.
Vault.
Vault. Yeah, 1 to go in that quad vault. 1 to go. Every headliner available. Every box available.
Yeah.
And that's almost true with the diamonds, except the odds are even better because 1 box is gone and it was a filler.
Yeah, and it's 30 boxes compared to the vault 35.
Mm-hmm. So they both have their advantages. But right now, it is 1 to go in the quad with 4 speed flexes and Patrick Mahomes.
I've never asked this question, but what do you guys prefer, 30 or 35 box series?
Ah, good question.
I mean, we like the vaults and the diamonds kind of, sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 35. Same with the practice squad. Is there like a box count you guys prefer?
Mm-hmm. Evan asked, are you doing diamonds after? It depends, Evan. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But we do live fills, my man. So, like, as you can see, this says 7 to go. This says 6 to go, 8 to go. We wait till this number gets to 0 or sold out. So we do live fills. If somebody buys this last spot, it goes down from 1 to sold out, and we're good to go.
Yep. Just like right now, the vault quad is sold out thanks to Craig Joseph.
So there you go. So I refresh this. It says sold out, which means we're going to do live break number 1 right here, right now. Alex is going to put up another one that says live break number 2. It'll say 8 to go. Once that gets down to sold out, we do it. And yeah, it just depends. Craig said it doesn't matter. Craig Crenshaw said it doesn't matter to me. Craig said he prefers 30 or less. Josh said depends on the headliner names and number of them to me.
So this hasn't happened in quite a while, but Brian Maresco, you're going to be in the next quad break.
Oh, it oversold,
It
huh?
did. Him and Craig Joseph got it both right at 402.
Mm-hmm. Craig, trade me my Notre Dame rep, the Rocket Ismail, please. You have the Cowboys rep from a week ago, says Eric. Yeah, so Brian, I'm guessing your order number was 26.
Yep.
So yeah, you'll actually have the first one in quad number 2. Craig said, which Cowboy rep did I win? Hashtag CAW is so scared to get into the quad. Ooh, Dave.
Oh,
What's up, David Harrison? Coming in hot.
David, I don't see you in the quad.
That's true. Well, Brian's already got a spot in the next one, so we can run this back.
Yeah. I'm sure Craig will get in there. Josh will get in there.
Steven Slagle, Josh Andres, Vernal Henderson, Tom Kozuch, Craig Crenshaw, Joshua Andres, and Craig Joseph in this first quad, though. So drop me 4 numbers for Vault Quad number 1. Vault Quad number 1. Look at Craig. He was quick on it.
Yeah, he was.
16, 26, and 21. So 1 to 5, 7 to 15. I do appreciate that he put it in order. Makes this part so much easier. 17 to 25. Hope he didn't put it all in order. 20, 22 to 25, and then 27 to 35. Boom. He said, dang, CJ is fast. He was ready, man. He said, I'm getting closer magic and box collar mojo, and there's nothing anyone's going to do about it. He had him keyed up, ready to go, and he did the darn thing. 7 clicks. Here we go, guys. Good luck. A lot of good spots in this one. Craig Crenshaw in the NFC North. Josh Andres, NFC South, NFC East. Craig Crenshaw in the NFC West. Vernal Henderson in the AFC North. Tom Kozuch, AFC South. Steven Slagle in the AFC East. And we got Craig Joseph in the AFC West. Did you just call me Karen, Ronnie? Better watch yourself, son. He is. This is actually the first 4 boxes we're doing in the vault. So as it sits, the Marino is available. We'll see what happens after this quad. Obviously, Steven Slagle hoping the Marino not going to be available. He has that AFC East. Patrick Mahomes, Devontae Adams. Craig Joseph might win both of those in the AFC West. Obviously, the big double up potentially, though. You can get the Micah Parsons still out there. Actually, it's the Dan Marino and the Josh Allen in the AFC East. Steven Slagle could get that one. Josh Andres, NFC East, looking for Micah Parsons. We got a lot of good stuff still out here, guys. Every headliner. Let's go. Josh said hashtag fillers. Micah Parsons, speed flex. Here we go. Starting with box 6, the Brad Keselowski's position. I need that Marino, says Josh. First one's an authentic, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I know you said you need the Marino, but you are going to start with a Cowboy. It's a headliner, Tony Romo. Flash authentic on the Dallas Cowboys. That is Josh Andres. Could be the start of that dream quad up, am I right? End up with Eli Manning, end up with Micah Parsons, Tony Romo, and Emmitt Smith. But this is a good start right here. Congratulations to Josh Andres. Tony Romo, full-size authentic. I do like the flash helmets. Yeah, man. Flash helmets are where it's at as far as the standards. The Riddell specialties. Excuse me. And the Cowboys have a good one. I have no headliners in my 2 divisions. NFC North, NFC West, really? Oh, shoot, he might be right. Jordan Addison, but that's a listed headliner, obviously. That's kind of crazy. Those are usually 2 of the more popular divisions, right? It's probably because there's so many, like, double up and quad up opportunities. So Josh picking up right where he left off. Another W here to get the party started with a headliner, Tony Romo. Box 16 next. The Greg Biffle box. Well, the good news is in a series like the Vault, it's nice because there's vault keys in there, you know, so you can still win a full-size lid, but also get some money back, right?
Yeah.
We got a rep, no vault key. So this won't be a photoed headliner. They're all authentics and speed flexes. Wow, this is pretty awesome. We got a listed headliner. Not what I was expecting. How about Tim Brown on a Notre Dame replica helmet? Not too bad. Craig Joseph in the AFC West. Obviously, this is a longest tenured hit. That is the Raiders for Craig Joseph in the AFC West on Tim Brown, Notre Dame, the school where he won his Heisman Trophy. Sick stuff.
Josh said he thinks he has 4 Romo lids.
Do you have any that are flash?
Gotta have one of each, right?
I've told the story about Tim Brown before. I almost feel like this is my Joe Theismann story that Common always tells. When I was talking to Tim Brown, I asked him, like, because, you know, I'm from the area. I was like, why'd you pick Notre Dame out of all the schools? He said, I didn't. I was like, what do you mean? He said, I wanted to go to one of the SEC schools that were going to give me money under the table. Mm-hmm. And his parents said, you're not taking any money from any colleges. And the best college he could have went to that wasn't offering him any money under the table was Notre Dame. Oh. And the rest is history. That's why his parents influenced him to go to Notre Dame. He said he has no regrets, obviously, at the end. Great playing career turned into an incredible pro career as well. Pretty nice. Congratulations.
All 4 are different. Wow.
Wow. That's so you got like a interesting shrine to Tony Romo going on. I'll give you a Tim Brown ND rep for Romo, Josh. This is Craig Joseph. There you go. All right, the Ricky Rudd box, number 21 up next. Hashtag CNW, Craig says. We'll see. There's still 2 boxes left. I'm not ready to give in to that hashtag quite yet. Uh-oh. Full-size authentic. Wow. Josh and Drace making the most out of that NFC East spot. Tony Romo, and then the first speed flex of the series, Micah Parsons. Salute to service, speed flex with the black visor. Sheesh. That is nice, man. One of the best pass rushers in the NFL on that new school. Salute. I hate that he plays for the Cowboys, and that's a good thing. That means he is very good, and he certainly is. Josh and Drace, that NFC East spot is going crazy for you, my man. Congratulations.
I mean, he's got to win a DPOY soon. He's been top 5 every year so far. It's going to happen any year now.
Mm-hmm. Nuts. Wow, that is sick, he says. Nice hit from Ronnie.
I mean,
he's destined for one, right? He has to be destined
for one.
I
mean, he's going for the Cowboy trifecta right now.
He could, man. Can you imagine? He hits Emmitt Smith next.
I've seen Ronnie do it.
Josh trying to following Ronnie's footsteps.
I think I remember Ronnie got Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, might have been Troy Aikman. I think they might have all been on their own helmets. And then he got like Joe Theismann, and he won all 4 in a quad. It was insane.
Well, Craig Joseph has called out some killer helmets or numbers. They've all been headliners. 2 photoed, 1 listed to start.
Yeah.
What is in number 26? Aim higher, says Ronnie. Eric said, I need Josh's luck ASAP. Last one of the quad, number 26. What are we looking at here? Full size authentic, no vault key. Tony Romo, Micah Parsons,
Oh, my
Emmitt
God.
Smith, 3 Cowboys, 1 break.
Who are you?
Josh Andres. Wow. Whoa.
I mean, Eric said he was a cowboy magnet, and he is. Oh my God.
Wow. Look,
I
they're
mean-
all different. Speed flexes, flashes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I mean, insane for Josh to win all 3. Insane that Craig Joseph ended up calling all 3.
God.
It is ridiculous.
No from Craig. OMG from Josh. Wow from Ronnie. Ridiculous. Pack up the bag and roll out, said Ronnie. Unbelievable.
He's headed to the casino.
I'm headed to the casino.
I mean, you know
I
what
think you're right where you need to be, brother. I mean, look, he ended on a not so great quad at the end of the show. Or
I think that
triple
makes up
last
for it.
week.
I think that makes up for it.
This isn't too bad, man. Look at all your lids, bro.
I mean, Josh, you got to keep playing because there's another division that has 2 insane headliners, and that's the AFC East with Josh Allen and Dan Marino.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? This is about as good as you could have done. That is ridiculous.
I mean, that was the second best, like, double, triple up, whatever you could do in the series. Actually, probably 3rd behind the Mahomes and Devontae, but I mean, he got all 3.
We talked about it too. We literally were
Yeah.
like, "Hey, if you're a Cowboy fan, you go win 3 Cowboys in 1 break." I know he's a Packer fan, but you'll take 3 in 1 go.
No,
That
I
is-
mean, we do talk about it a lot, all the different possibilities, and it happens. It really does happen.
Oh, this is so worst case scenario for me though. We're gonna have 3
Yeah.
Cowboys on
Brutal
the desk
show for you today.
the whole time. Oh my god. He said, "I am in shock, dude." That was crazy. Yeah, what an assist by Craig Joseph. He said,
Yeah.
"You're welcome." My god. Wow.
I like put a question mark after he's like, "You're welcome."
You're welcome. Wow.
Ridiculous. I mean, it just showed we should run it back. I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. This is that's pretty good. Winning 3 in a quad is unbelievable, but
3
we're
headliners.
just scratching the surface, like you said. I mean, I'm just saying, weirder things are happening right now.
Are they lined up like that for a reason?
Josh Allen and Dan Marino in the same break. It could happen. Devontae Adams, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, you guys just saw it. Micah Parsons, Tony Romo, and Emmitt Smith. That's the closest I've ever seen to a perfect game. 1 spot. That's what I don't know. No, it was me and Steven. We were trying to compare like break room feats to baseball feats, where it's like, if you win all 4 in a quad with 1 division, that's like throwing a perfect game.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
This is like a no-hitter. Like, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
This is pretty spectacular stuff. Because he had a couple of spots, but he only needed 1 to win 3 Cowboys. As far as I know, this has only happened 1 other time with Ronnie, except he got 4, didn't he?
You got because the 4th one was a Joe Theismann, I believe.
So he's, as far as I know, the only perfect game in break room history. Crazy stuff. Thanks, Craig. I'll send you a tip in that Heinz Ward I'm sending out. There you go. That's a
No,
nice
I don't know if anyone's ever done it with 1 spot.
Well, wasn't Ronnie's was 1 spot, wasn't it? Even though he bought a few. Wasn't it all NFC East?
No, it was all but I'm saying someone that actually just bought only 1 spot.
It's true. Glad he got rid of all those ugly cowboy lenses, Dave. All right, now they got to stay on the desk with me. This is, I mean, he had 2 spots, but he got a flash authentic of one of the best quarterbacks in their franchise's history. He got their greatest running back in franchise history on that camo authentic, which is one of the best running backs of all time, period. And then he got a Micah Parsons speed flex.
Yeah, I mean, buying those 2 spots, if you would have just won 1 of these, you're like, all right, good, sweet.
yeah, he
Not
got
let
all
alone
3.
all 3.
I mean, you just made a Cowboys collection in 1 go. Like, You just think about that. Cowboys collectors, people that are Cowboy fans that have Cowboy memorabilia, in one break, you just surpassed probably 90% of them.
He said one of his spots was free from all the vault keys. This is what we're talking about.
I mean, the karma came around for sure.
I mean, and there's like 3 different other like double, triple up possibilities still out there. That's the thing. You could
Right.
you could win Patrick Mahomes, Devontae Adams, and LaDainian Tomlinson. You could win obviously the Josh Allen and the Eli Manning. You could do Ed Reed, TJ Watt, and Hines Ward. And that's just what we know of. Like there's fillers that are probably going to be better than some of the listed.
Yeah, we're down to now 31 boxes in this series. We did see 4 headliners, so it's 12 headliners left with 5 vault keys. So it's 17 in 31. But to be honest with you, and obviously I'm biased, but in my opinion, that was, especially aesthetically, probably the number 4 on my speed flex list. Him or Devontae, but Devontae's a 3-tone hydro with a silver visor. And then these two are just in a league of their own, right? I mean, the 3 best speed flexes potentially are still out there. Mahomes is still out there. That Eli Manning authentic, the TJ Watt camo authentic, Ed Reed, Julius Peppers. We still got 2 amazing flash helmets, 5 vault keys up to $300, and every listed headliner not named Tim Brown, including that LaDainian Tomlinson. There's a lot to do in this series. And again, the quad box break, we keep mentioning it, but you can still get Devontae Adams and Patrick Mahomes mixed in with LaDainian Tomlinson, assuming it's not on a jet, which we have seen before.
That is true. I'm going to assume Charger.
I would also assume Charger, but we have seen it on a jet before. Hines Ward, you can pair up with Ed Reed and TJ Watt still. Josh Allen and Dan Marino. I mean, that's the big one, right? You get the 2 best looking speed flexes.
I've seen Jalen Waddle though as a filler. Jalen Phillips.
Oh heck yeah!
I mean, what if we start getting? I think I've seen some OBJ Miami stuff.
We have.
That would be a heck of a filler.
We certainly have.
Jason Taylor. Oh, A-Chain. A-Chain would be a perfect filler right there.
Ooh, Devon A-Chain. Craig Joseph said, Josh, let me know if you want to trade the Romo or Emmett. So you got some pursuers, if that interests you, Mr.
Bob.
Andres.
Oh,
And
Bob.
here we go. No Trevor Massey, but then Bob Boulay comes along with a joke.
Yep.
Colin just heard a dad joke that had me groan and laugh at the same time. If it's got Bob groaning, I can't imagine it's going to be much better for me. My girlfriend broke up with me after finding out that I had an accident when I was a kid and had the tops of 2 toes cut off. She was lactose intolerant. Well, guys, it's been a great show. We've had a lot of fun. I think this is probably going to do it for us here. Yeah, take it easy. Just go off the air. I wish I just had a black screen ready where I could just turn it off. Or like whatever our thanks for watching thing is. Josh said Alex had to walk away. Yeah. Literally couldn't stand for that one. 5 to go on the next quad. I can stand for that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That'll perk me back up. 33 people watching. I know there aren't 33 people that don't want this bad boy. 33 people that don't want this. 2 insane looking speed flexes in that AFC East. But again, Patrick freaking Mahomes is in the break room. Devontae Adams, you can pair up those 2 as well. Eli Manning, Trevor Lawrence, TJ Watt, Julius Peppers, and Ed Reed. It's also part of the chase. Josh looking to add even more money to his chase, right? He is back in there. That's a dangerous man. Who wants to dethrone him? So 5 to go in the next quad. Other than that, guys, we've been talking about the diamonds. I know there's 6 to go in this double. We've only done 1 box. It was a filler hit. I actually can't even remember what it was, if I'm being completely honest with you, but it's a filler hit. So every single photoed and listed headliner is still out there, including the Peyton Manning Speed Flex, the blue rip with the blue visor, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, Calvin Johnson on the standard flex with the black visor, Randy Moss, Jordan Love, AJ Brown, the Bills triple sign, Julius Peppers, Terry Bradshaw, all still out there and available in the Welcome to the Jungle Diamond Helmet Series. Throw in Eddie George, Fred Warner, Chris Olave, Earl Campbell. A lot of opportunity. All full-size authentics or better in that one. 6 to go. 6 to go in the practice squad. Again, there's 7 full-size lids that we know of, and there's only 24 boxes left. Ray Lewis, George Kittle, Reggie Wayne. Ray Lewis, George Kittle, and Reggie Wayne, and A.J. Brown, all full-size authentics in this one. The 2 speed flexes, Trevor Lawrence and Hines Ward, those are both still out there. You can win either one of those for under $100 in the double box break, under $50 in the single box break. Dak Prescott on that rep helmet, and then Terry Bradshaw on the Eclipse Mini. So there's 8 photoed headliners and 24 boxes, 1 in 3 chance just at photoed headliners. We've also got Romo Dunze and Josh Jacobs, though. It's a 10 in 24 chance at a photoed or listed headliner. Romo Dunze, first time in the break room, as far as I know of. 4 to go now in that quad box break for the vault. So that's probably going to be going down. 6 to go in that practice squad single. Again, that $48 if you want to win one of those speed flexes. But those are our closest breaks. I just dropped in the link to that vault quad. Looking like that's probably going to be the route we go again with all that insane stuff that's still out there. 4 spots to go. Halfway home. It's the chase.
Yeah.
You can do some crazy stuff like Josh. Here's just 2 of the 3 Cowboys he won. Micah Parsons, Emmitt Smith. We got Tony Romo chilling there on the side. Pretty ridiculous break. But with a quad coming up, I mean, you can get some of these guys on the hot seat, right? Easily. Vernal Henderson back into the quad looking for more. Can't blame him. Chicago White Sox in action again tonight against the Giants. Surely they'll get a W. Did you see, like, they got their 30th win last week, and it was like almost 3 months or something after the Phillies got theirs? It was like, wow.
It's brutal.
That is really bad. It is brutal.
They're the best at being the worst.
They're really good at being bad. It's unfortunate stuff. We are kind of heating up. It's funny because, like, this is kind of where baseball starts to be a back burner just because football's so popular. And, you know, we're all excited to have college football back, pro football back. But, like, this is honestly where the races start to really heat up for teams that actually stand a chance, which is not the south side of Chicago, but the north side of Chicago, where the Cubs are 3 games under 500. Like, every game from here on out is pretty important, right?
Yeah.
Jockeying for position there.
And it's always funny with, like, a lot of sports. Like, at the beginning of the season, it's like, oh, you know, we got a lot more games to play. But then, like, second half of the season, it's, oh, my God, like, it's win now mode. It's
right.
Like every game matters throughout the whole season.
Well, and it's baseball's such a streaky game, too, where it's like you need to be hot and stay hot. You know what I mean? Because when you rally off 3 or 4 in a row, it usually turns to 5, 6, 7 in a row. If you lose 3, 4 in a row, it turns into 5, 6, 7 in a row. And like you said, at this point in the season, sometimes teams can't afford to have that big losing streak. The only thing that burns even more with the White Sox only having 30 wins is the fact the Guardians have 72.
Oh, yeah.
Because I really don't like Cleveland. No offense to the Cleveland fans out there. That's just how the rivalry goes. But they're in action today against the Yankees. Been a fun series of 270-plus team wins. The Twins with 70 wins as well, facing off against the Padres. They're like my adopted team for this season because my best friend's a huge Padres fan. And Dylan Cease is there. And I'm like, let's just, you know,
That's fair.
Can we get something positive?
I like Baltimore. They're just a young, fun team.
I like Baltimore, too. They were my adopted team last year. It's so sad when your team is so bad that you're just, like, adopting teams for a season.
I normally have to do it before the season even starts.
Yep.
Like, all right, who's going to be the other team I root for since my team sucks?
Well, you knew that was going to be the case this season.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to be this epic, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad to be a South Side of Chicago
like
fan.
the worst ever.
Orioles or Mets, says Jaime. Really? The Mets are... How are the Mets?
They went on like a nice streak earlier in the season. I think they're around 500.
I know they had
Maybe a little higher, honestly.
This is now my second reference of the day, too.
They're up at the top more.
Haley Welch, a.k.a. the Hakatua girl. But she was at the Mets game.
Yeah,
and I saw they, like, blew a lead and then did a press conference for her. And,
Mike Francesa was not happy about it. I think that guy was going off.
oh, boy. 65 and 60, so
Yeah.
not too bad.
Honestly, better than I thought they were going to be.
Me too. And they're playing the Orioles, funny enough. 73 and 53, one of the best teams.
Oh, was he just
in
asking
baseball.
who to bet for?
Oh, right. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, we're 3 to go now in the quad.
3 to go in the quad. Quintana on the mound for the Mets.
I don't
Kramer on the mound for the Orioles.
I don't see Craggers or David Harrison
Oh,
in the quad.
are they in a little standoff?
Maybe. We got Brian Maresca, Josh Vernal, and Chris Ripka.
So it sounds like there's a spot for each of you. Craggers and Dave.
I've also been seeing apparently
I think that was a question on who's going to win.
that Jalen Hurts is yet to throw a pick in camp.
I have seen that as well. Again, I try, positive or negative, try not to put too much stock into what I'm reading from reports.
I saw Nick Wright turn that into a negative.
Nick Wright is, never mind. I'm not getting started on Nick
I
Wright.
like him now because he's all in on Caleb and the Bears. So now he's awesome.
That guy's a clown. Cardinals or Brewers. Montes on the mound against Fetty. I don't know.
If you're trying to pick one, I feel like you just lean the home team.
Yeah. Fetty's so hit or miss.
That's Micah Parsons, Julio.
Micah Parsons, Julio. What's up, Mr. Martell?
3 to go in the quad, Julio. Look at that vault series.
Yep. Patrick Mahomes, Lunar Authentic, Devontae Adams, 3-toned Hydroflex, Josh Allen, and Dan Marino on 2 insane lids. Again, in that vault, you can win them both. This break, by the way, Julio, Micah Parsons, Tony Romo, Emmitt Smith, all going to Josh Andres in the same break, same spot. He won 3 Cowboys.
Yep.
3 Cowboy headliners. It was insane. But Adams, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Dan Marino, Tony Romo, Eli Manning, Julius Peppers. Yeah, they're all Cowboys. That's Tony Romo on the side there. Tony Romo, then Micah Parsons and Emmitt Smith, all in the same break. But I think the one I want to see the most, and it seems like unanimously the one everybody wants to see the most, is this one right here, right?
Oh, yeah. 2 to go.
Red zoning in the vault quad. Let's get it.
This will be the last vault, too, that is a certain way on the graphic. I'll just say that.
That's right.
Things will be changing after this vault.
Things will be changing. I mean,
It'll
nothing
be-
crazy.
It'll be awesome.
I actually think the break itself will be the same.
Now, the break and how it's built and everything will be exactly the same. But it's going to be
Vernal
cooler.
hopping into the diamond double as well. So it's 5 to go in the diamond double. Might be able to pop one of those off before me and Alex have to say sayonara.
Yeah.
Me and Josh have the same lid. Look at that. Okay, let's hope my baseball bats go great today, and I'll be back in breaks. Baseball bets.
Yeah.
Good luck, Jaime. I'm sorry I was literally zero help. Evan said, I'm just a little confused, I guess. If I pay for the quad box, I might not get anything. I want to order, just don't know what I'm doing.
That is correct.
Yes. So on the disclaimers here, Evan, it does say this item is a live drawing. You are purchasing a spot in a live break, not a guaranteed item. That is correct. You might not win anything. You do have 4 chances in a quad box break to win something, obviously.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is you can do exactly what Josh Andres just did. He had 1 spot. Well, he had 2, but in that 1 spot, he paid $348. He got the Micah Parsons Flex, the Tony Romo Flex, or Tony Romo Authentic, and the Emmitt Smith Authentic.
Yeah.
So we got 3 helmets with just 1 spot. Same with if you get the AFC East in this break. If the right numbers come out, Josh Allen and Dan Marino, you can win them both with just 1 spot for $340.
Yep.
So obviously it's a little bit of a risk. You might not win anything, but you could be like Josh and you can win absolutely massive, right? If you do want a guaranteed win, though, Evan, there's this mystery box tab at the top. We don't have every series on there, but we do have a specialty replica helmet series that's just for the mystery boxes. It's $344.99. You guarantee yourself a full-size helmet. Guaranteed full-size helmet. And we're still looking for a lot of these guys. Warren Sapp, A.J. Brown, this crazy-looking Miami, Michael Irvin, Edgerrin James, Ty Law, and Ray Lewis as far as photoed headliners in that rep series. But then the mini helmets, the jerseys, $174.99. Guarantee yourself for that price a jersey or a mini helmet. And then the headliner package is a mini, a jersey, a replica helmet, and an authentic helmet for $1,800. You get one of each. And they were all headliners within the last 30 days at Ultimate Autographs. But yes, as far as the live breaks, that tab right there, none of this is guaranteed. But if you win, you are almost guaranteed to profit. Because even in a quad, you know, if you just won the Tony Romo Flash Authentic for $348, that's worth it, right?
Yeah.
But just like Huda said, or you may hit all 4 with one spot, which does happen. I mean, case in point, we saw 3 out of 4 right here. Maybe the next one we see is 4 of 4.
Yeah, could happen.
Could happen. That is like the holy grail. Josh said you're guaranteed to be hooked. It is fun, man. We have a lot of fun here. Evan, ask away on any questions you might have, my guy. That's why Alex and I are here to answer them. Sometimes the graphics, or actually all the time, the graphics aren't up to date. That's just because we're a 2-man team. We don't have enough time to go in and update the graphics. So if you have any questions about who's left in the series, let us know. We like to be very transparent about that, obviously. Also, let me know who your team is, Evan, and what you like to collect. I might be able to push you in the right direction.
Julio said they don't cover rehab or divorces.
That is in the fine print.
Yes. No, but I mean, if you want to, you know, if you're going to be playing a lot, then I would always recommend like doubles and quads. You might as well increase your chances and get into, you know, those higher breaks. And they just happen more often as well. We do more doubles. We do more quads and singles a lot.
As you're seeing.
So if you're going to keep playing, then I would recommend doubles and quads. If you're just testing the waters, go ahead and try a single.
Yeah. And what the beauty of the doubles and quads, especially the quads, is like 2 things. One, you have multiple chances to win with just one spot. So just because you miss on the first 3, you might hit on the 4th one.
Yeah.
And at least get something. Or you might have one spot and you might win almost everything, like Josh and Dre's just did. That NFC East was hot.
The practice squad's also a great break to start with. It's got minis, jerseys, authentics, reps, speed flexes, a little of everything.
Mm-hmm. And in this case, a whole lot of full size.
Yeah.
4 authentics: Ray Lewis, George Kittle, Reggie Wayne, and AJ Brown. 2 speed flexes with Trevor Lawrence and Hines Ward, and a replica helmet with Dak Prescott, plus an Eclipse Terry Bradshaw. All still out there in the over-the-middle practice squad. Again, in this series, you can win a speed flex like Trevor Lawrence or Hines Ward in the single box break for under $50. In the double box break, under $100. But you can win A.J. Brown and Dak Prescott. You can win Ray Lewis and Hines Ward. I mean, you got some options, right? Better odds when you buy more spots. That is true. In the divisional breaks, it is a 1 in 8 chance of winning with just one spot. However, if you buy 2 spots, that's a 25% chance of winning. 4 spots, 50%, so on and so forth. You get the point. So the only way to guarantee yourself a win in a break is to buy all the spots. Speaking of spots, 2 to go. Looking for a setup man and a closer in the quad box break. One of the best breaks in the room right now. Probably the best break in the room right now. That are the diamonds. But right now, as it sits, even with Parsons gone, the Marino Speed Flex, Patrick Mahomes, the 3-toned Hydro Flex of Adams, that Josh Allen. I think this is the best break in the room as it sits.
Yeah, every break slowly just gets a little better and better. You know, you got the jerseys, and you got the minis, and the practice squad's got a little of everything, and then it goes the vault, because it's all full-size helmets, and the diamonds, all authentics.
All authentics. Or speed flexes.
Or speed flexes. So we have like every tier pretty much you could ask for.
Mm-hmm. Something for everybody. And we also get a lot of different sports. Obviously, right now, I think it is all
It's all football.
But we just had a baseball helmet mixer. Or I guess
Yeah.
it wasn't a mixer. It was a baseball helmet series. But we've had baseball mixers, basketball mixers, hockey.
We've had our 1 in 4. That's, you know, a variety of everything out there, basically.
A lot of everything.
Basically anything famous.
We've had, I think, 3 or 4 different guns.
Yeah, a couple knives.
We've had some knives. We've had a saw blade.
Yeah.
We've had records. We've had guitars.
Yeah.
We've had wrestling masks, wrestling robes.
You know what we need now that I think about it? We need a Chris Hemsworth signed hammer, and you need to pull it.
It's perfect. Man, that
would be an iconic video.
was one of the funniest moments of Deadpool Wolverine, though, when
Why is Thor crying?
yes. Yes. That's not even the part I was thinking of,
No.
because I was actually not even thinking correctly. I was thinking of Captain America, but yes. Why is Thor crying?
I need to know why Thor's crying.
Oh, God. That was such a good
Apparently,
movie.
they said that will pay off one day.
No way.
That's what they're saying, at least. We'll see if it actually does.
They planted a seed that we're going to forget
Yeah.
about for like 5-6 years.
Yep.
All right, 2 spots. Who wants them? That will pay off one day. There's a movie, I can't remember what it is, or maybe it's a show when they like say something and like nobody understands, and they said like that's not going to make sense right now, but trust me, that'll pay off. And then like at the end of the movie or the show, it like pays off, and I was like, that's genius that they like wrote that in there, that they told you straight up like, you just wait, this joke's going to come back around.
I've been watching How I Met Your Mother
Mhm.
a lot. That's like just kind of our, we'll sit on our phones and kind of have a show on
Sure.
right
Yeah.
now. And I'm glad that they paid off a thing where Barney lost a bet to Marshall, the slap bet, or like
Yes,
just a slap, and
yes.
eventually they do pay it off. And I was like, I
Yep.
can't believe like a whole
There's
season
like
later.
3 episodes,
Yeah.
where it's just like the next slap
Yep,
or
yep.
whatever else. The
And
whole
he's-
Slapsgiving episode.
Yep,
have you seen that
Slapsgiving.
one?
Yep,
It's
that,
so
that was
good.
if they finally paid it off, and I was like, thank God. I was wondering if they were actually going to pay this off one day.
It's so good.
Julio getting a spot.
One to
One
go. That's one of the best shows for like comedic timing and
It
everything.
actually
So
is
many great
kind of like
concepts.
well written though. With
Oh,
some
it's so
things.
good.
That was the thing. It's not just
And
like
the acting's phenomenal.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no, it's really well written. The other show, and I had to watch more of it that's like that I think might even be better written, is Modern Family.
I love Modern Family.
Yeah,
It's
there
a
are
great
some
one.
hilarious
Yeah.
jokes in
Oh, yeah.
there.
I just saw a clip of Phil being the Godfather
He-
the other day. And it
they
was
could not have
hilarious.
picked a better person
No,
too.
no.
He was meant
Perfect
to play
casting.
that role.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite characters in anything ever. Phil Dunphy.
100%.
So funny.
See, we've touched base on every topic today.
Yeah, we've got all the way to television. We've talked breakfast food,
Yep.
movies,
Chris
Babies.
Ripka closing it out. Dogs.
dogs. But let's go with quads. I like all that better anyway. Quad box break coming up. Let's keep the breaks rocking and rolling, guys. Keep the orders going. Other than this break, it's been a little bit slower on the other ones, so I would say get your spots. It is already 4:38, believe it or not. So we'll see where we're at after this quad. Obviously, if we'll see what goes down, right? Because things could get very interesting.
Yeah.
This will put us down to, I believe, 27 boxes. Brian Maresca, this is that carryover order, my friend. Josh Andres, Vernal Henderson, Chris Ripka, Steven Slagle, Julio Martel, and Chris Ripka with that closer magic. Drop me 4 numbers for Vault Quad number 2. Please.
All right. Evan got 4 spots in the jerseys.
Okay. So, outside of this, the diamonds are 5 to go. That's
Jerseys
the
are
double.
3.
And the jerseys are 3. So I'll definitely drop in those 2. I do see Julio's numbers. I'm not going to lose those. There's the diamond double. It's 5 to go. And then the jerseys are 3 to go. So it feels like we should probably be able to get at least those 2 breaks done. And maybe another vault. We'll see what happens with this one. 7 going off. And 9. So 7, 9, 11, and 19. Boom. 7, 9, 11, and 19.
The
Called out by
diamond,
Mr. Martel.
diamond double looks like, honestly, the next break now. 3 to go.
3 to go in the diamond double, 3 to go in the jerseys. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, guys. We don't have to go anywhere. 7 clicks. After 7. Josh Andres, NFC South, NFC North. Brian Maresca, NFC East. There's still an Eli Manning out there, so the NFC East is not picked apart. We got Chris Ripka in the NFC West, Steven Slagle in the AFC North, Julio Martel in the AFC South, Vernal Henderson in the AFC East, looking for the dream double up, right, of Dan Marino and Josh Allen, and then Chris Ripka, AFC West, could be Patrick Mahomes and Davante Adams. Still got several vault keys out there as well. As a matter of fact, all of them, all 5. Eli Manning, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Davante Adams, Patrick Mahomes, TJ Watt, Dan Marino, Julius Peppers, Ed Reed, just to name a few. And we got box Lucky 7 up first. Lucky 7 is a full-size authentic. It has been all headliners so far. Do we have another one? The answer is yes. It's a listed headliner. We got a Super Bowl MVP. We got a guy with 1,000 career receptions. We got Hines Ward. Steven Slagle. Very nice on the Hines Ward Authentic. Good way to start. Could still double this up, by the way. Maybe triple this up with TJ Watt, with Ed Reed. Just saying. We've already seen it happen once. History repeats itself, from what I hear. Nice hit. Well, we are 5 for 5 on headliners.
Yeah, it's getting kind of insane.
It is getting insane. 5 for 5 on headliners. Uh-oh. Steven said, as a Browns fan, I am open to trade, fellas. A Browns fan in the room. Good time to be a Browns fan, man. Loud and proud these days. Loud and proud these days. Box 9 coming up next. Box 9 is going to be a rep with no vault key. Replica helmet, no vault key. I think we have our first filler hit. It's pretty good, though. How about the star receiver of those, what, late 1980s, early 1990s Bills? That is Andre Reed. Andre Reed. That is the AFC East. Vernal Henderson catching a dub. Could be the first of a pretty good triple up, right? He ends up with Dan Marino and Josh Allen, but he is starting with Andre Reed, the star receiver, with Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas. 4 straight Super Bowls. Craig said, now you pull the Steelers. You called the boxes, Craig. I'm sorry.
You didn't even have the AFC North.
He's like, I know, I'm just upset. It's okay, Craig. We're here to support you.
Bob,
Andre
that's
Reed.
pretty funny.
My 2 faves on Modern Family are Manny and Cam, the actor who played Cam. Eric Stone Street is not gay in real life, but he says he's gay for pay. It is funny because he is so flamboyant in the show, and he is straight, which I heard that. I know the other guy is gay, and it's funnier because he's the more reserved one of the two. That's another show that is just casted awesomely. Everybody in that show is good.
It is crazy how they kind of like, there's not a main character, yet there's like 8 different like storylines almost going on at once.
Yeah, right? Everybody kind of gets a turn with the spotlight.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different families.
Craig said that's enough commentary. I'm angry. All right, I'm sorry. We're done.
No more Steelers.
How about Denny Hamlin, number 11? I think Steven would be okay if it was no more Steelers as well. We got another rep, another one with no vault key. Interesting. Ooh, I like this guy a lot. He had a great rookie year. Looking to grow on top of that for the Houston Texans. How about Tank Dell?
Ooh.
Very nice. Julio Martel, AFC South.
Now, I do not think there's a bigger Tank Dell fan out there than you.
I love Tank Dell, man. I mean, it's also just I have him on my fantasy team, a dynasty league, which is a huge help. But I saw what he could do. I'm telling you, I think when he was healthy, he was CJ Stroud's number 1 guy. I think over Nico Collins.
Now, I'm going to guess you're going to say I messed up. But should I have taken him or Terry McLaurin? I went with Terry because he's the clear-cut one. And I got nervous of all 3 guys.
I see
with the Texans.
You don't know what you're going to get in Jaden Daniels, which I'm hoping is good.
Yeah.
But so that's the only thing that concerns me, and the offensive line is terrible.
Yep.
But you're right. Tank Dell could get lost in the fold with 2 other receivers.
And this is just fantasy purpose-wise.
Right. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't think you did it wrong. I think probably McLaurin on a fantasy standpoint, but Tank Dell, there's a lot of upside. There's a lot to like with Tank Dell. No doubt.
He actually would have been the good boomer bust roster spot for me.
Yeah, for sure. Nice hit, Julio. And Bob said Mrs. Dell is a bigger fan, whether that's his mom or his wife. Probably true. I do love Tank Dell, though.
Yes.
Thank you, Josh from Julio. He said nice, by the way. This is the last one of the quad. Number 19, Martin Truex Jr. So far, 1 listed headliner, 2 fillers to go so far.
Now Josh is saying he never wins. Even though the whole desk is his besides Hines Ward.
Yeah, I was about to say, he literally has the whole desk. What's in 19? What's in the box? I will tell you what is in the box. Chris Ripka, this is what's in the box.
Oh.
Patrick Mahomes, Lunar Authentic coming out. Bang, bang, Chris Ripka, closer gang,
Yep.
taking it down.
The closer spot right there. I mean, it didn't go immediately.
Nope, it sure didn't. Chris Ripka, what a dub, my friend.
I
2
guess-
spots in the break, worth it.
Chris got it right after Julio, but those last 2 spots sat for 10 minutes.
Yup. Wow, great hit, dude, for sure. One of the top headliners, obviously, despite it not even being a speed flex. With that being said, 3 speed flexes are still out there, and they all look amazing. But this was definitely, well, I should say probably, the biggest name that is in the series. Obviously, in today's NFL, there's nobody bigger than Patrick Mahomes. This is a beautiful, beautiful lid. I don't have to get into the whole spiel about how good he is. You guys know how good he is. Just look at the backwards pass he threw as almost a joke that ended up being a highlight play.
Yep.
The guy can't do any wrong, man. Unbelievable. Congratulations, Chris. Can someone throw money? What is this? Can some money
Can someone throw money or
a win at Josh? Come on. Can somebody throw money a win at Josh? I can't. He tried to help, and I still can't figure it out.
take out money. Can someone
throw a win at Josh?
Yeah.
How did money get in there?
that I don't know.
LOL from Julio. Congrats, Chris. That's a hit, dude. That is a hit. Chris Ripka.
Now I know regardless, Mahomes is going to train super hard. He's always going to play, he's not going to not try. He's going to play his hardest. Why does the league just keep giving him fuel to the fire, but not putting him number 1 in the rankings?
I don't understand.
Like, it's just that little extra thing where he's going to be like, all right, screw you guys.
Nice thank guys
Like,
from Chris.
I don't understand it.
You got it. I don't understand it either. I mean, to be honest, if we're doing the top 100, I probably would have had Christian McCaffrey 1, but I don't think it's hard to argue it's not Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
2 to go on the diamond double.
He's slept on all the time.
I think, has he only been number 1 once?
Probably. Well, it's like how LeBron never won any MVPs for a while. And it's just like,
He eventually got 4, 5.
but there were
4.
probably 4 or 5 other
Yeah.
seasons where it's like,
I
it's LeBron.
I think, he still has that many. I think of more lines like Kobe's only got 1.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Drew Brees has 0. Yeah, that was the next one I was going to say. Drew Brees somehow has 0.
Drew Brees has nilch. I don't know how.
But yeah, Mahomes already has 2 or 3? 2?
3, I think.
3?
I think he's got 3. Two MVPs. He's got 3 Super Bowl MVPs.
3 Super Bowl MVPs.
2 MVPs, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 6 Pro Bowls, 2 All Pros.
It's ridiculous.
He's very good. He's had over 4,000 yards passing every year of his career besides his first one where he only started 1 game.
Yeah. He's going to go down as the first or second best quarterback ever.
I'm waiting for somebody to be like, yeah, he throws 37 touchdowns, but he also threw 13 picks. Like, who cares?
Andrew O'Neal is not in the chat right now.
Yeah, haters are going to hate, man. That's just how it's going to go. And you can love him or hate him, but there's no doubt this is the GOAT in the NFL right now. All time, not yet.
But still, I think he's the 3rd helmet you would want in the series. I think the 2 best are still out there.
I'd agree with that.
And maybe you could even say that he's the 4th best if you want him or Devontae.
Well, if it's all about speed flexes, right? He
Yeah.
could have been the 5th best in some people's radar, but including the Micah Parsons. But yeah, now we're down to 27?
27. We've done 8 boxes.
With Eli Manning, Trevor Lawrence, 3 speed flexes, Josh Allen, Devontae Adams, and Dan Marino. We got that TJ Watt, Camo Authentic, Julius Peppers, and Ed Reed. It's 7 and 27 at a photoed headliner. We still got LaDainian Tomlinson and Jordan Addison. It's 9 and 27, 1 and 3 at a headliner. 5 Vault keys still out there as well, up to $300. 14 and 27. It's still better than a 50% chance at a headliner or a Vault key, right? With the Dan Marino still out there. on the beautiful blue teal Hydroflex and the Josh Allen. I mean, all the videos are still there. That's always a good thing, right?
Yep.
That means the best looking helmets aesthetically are all still there. Great names. 3 speed flexes still there. Mahomes gone, but plenty of heat still left.
And that's why Josh got 3 spots in the next squad.
So 5 to go on that one. We're definitely going to see this diamond double go down. We're 2 to go on the diamond double. Let me put that in there. I'm guessing we're going to see another quad go down. But every photoed headliner is still in the Welcome to the Jungle Diamond Helmet series. We've only done 1 box. Julius Peppers, Peyton Manning, beautiful ripped speed flex with the blue visor, blue rip. Jamar Chase, White Tiger Authentic, Joe Burrow in there as well. We got the Bills triple sign. We saw Andre Reed as a filler. Here we have Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, and Jim Kelly all in one lid. Terry Bradshaw, Jordan Love, a lot of interest in this one. A.J. Brown, Kelly Green helmet, Calvin Johnson on a speed flex, and Randy Moss. You win 2 of the 3 best wide receivers of all time in one go in that double box break. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow in the same go. Got some options. Eddie George, Fred Warner, Chris Olave, Earl Campbell. And here is the Peyton Manning, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, we pulled a lot of headliners so far, but the 4 best helmets are still out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out aesthetically where I would put this one. Not 1. It's got to be behind Marino. But is it ahead of Allen? Is it ahead of...
I think it's 3 for me. For
Probably
like
3
if
for me,
if you're
too.
looking at it, I think it's 3, but I think it's probably the best hit.
Right, when you include the name.
Yeah. But when you go for looks, man, the Allen and Marino, it's a toss-up for me, honestly. I think the Allen is just like so unique.
2 to go in the jerseys as well.
I think Julio might have closed up the diamonds.
All right, so I dropped in the jerseys, and that's 2 to go, and I'll drop in the Vault Quad. Those are our 2 next closest breaks. Let's keep it rocking and rolling, guys. Probably let Hines Ward go.
That's fair.
Considering there's diamonds coming up, I mean, Hines Ward could be a filler hit in diamonds, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's why the diamonds are great. That's why the diamonds have been on fire, especially yesterday.
Hashtag make diamonds great again.
Yeah.
So far, they have been.
I mean, we went through 2 diamond series yesterday.
It's crazy. It was fun. And we saw amazing hits, didn't we? All day long.
Yeah.
That's what happens in the diamonds.
Yeah, I mean, you and Steven went through a whole one, and then Common and Robbie went through a whole one.
Yeah, that one came and went real fast.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember what it looked like. Okay. What's up? Adam says, I've never done a break with y'all. How do I get into the one with the Burrow and Chase? So we do have it up as 3 different breaks. There's a quad break that has 4 boxes coming out, a double break, which has 2 coming out, and then the single break for just $90, which has 1 coming out. So I'll drop in the link for this one. That's the link you got to click, Adam. Welcome in. I'm guessing he's a Bengal fan. That's the link you got to click in the chat, but I will also just throw in our live breaks page. If you want to take a look at the entire page, find those other 2 breaks, click that one right there. But let me know if you have any questions about it, my man. We are about to do a double right now, so I would wait and see if you want Burrow or Chase just to make sure they don't go here. But that's how you do it. Joe Andrich, Peter Minto, Vernal Henderson, Cody Myers, Steven Slagle, and Julio Martel. Drop me 2 numbers for Diamond. Double number 2. Actually, it's number 1, but you get the point. You get the point. 7 and 9 from Julio. 7 and 9 going off. Two guaranteed full-size authentics coming out. Here we go. Speaking of 7 clicks. Let's go. Good luck, everyone, says Julio. Let's go indeed. After 7, we got Joe Andrich in the NFC North. Big winner at the end of last show with George Kittle and Deebo Samuel. Julio Martel in the NFC South. Cody Myers in the NFC East. Steven Slagle, NFC West. Peter Mento, AFC North. Cody Myers, AFC South. Looking for Peyton Manning. Vernal Henderson, AFC East. Julio Martel in the AFC West. Every photoed and listed headliner still out there in the diamonds. What do we got in lucky number 7? Lucky for somebody, right? You'd imagine. You'd certainly imagine. Full-size authentic. Yeah, I'd say it's lucky. Joe Andrich doing what he's been doing best. We got a speed flex. We got Calvin Johnson. Megatron coming out with the black visor on this beautiful standard flex. Joe Andrich, NFC North, one spot, $180 for one of the most talented wide receivers to ever play the game. That is how you do that. Nicely done, Joe. Wow, congrats from Julio, right? I was saying it earlier, but if I'm building a wide receiver, this is what I want him to look like, man.
Exactly.
Big, tall body, but he's fast. He runs great routes. He's got big hands. This dude was unbelievable.
I mean, that's why I consider him the most talented wide receiver over Randy Moss. He's just a little bit bigger. That's
I
why.
can see it. I mean, I've never seen a guy get double, triple teamed as much as Calvin Johnson, and he still made it happen. Have a good vacation, Luke. Love you too.
It's a great good parting gift.
Oh man, I was like, I saw you looking over there. I was like,
Yeah.
what's he looking at? And yep, there it is. Wow, incredible hit from Josh. Chris Ripka, I sent you a message on Facebook from Sean. Julio said, I'm done. What are you done for? Were you looking for this one? Little Megatron? Boy, we got quite a collection here.
I was gonna say, do I get rid of Romo or Emmett? I guess I can keep them.
Yeah, you can get rid of both.
No, okay.
I'm just playing. We're not done though. Number 9, here we go. Authentic, obviously. Ooh. Here's a good one. One of the longest tenured Philadelphia Eagles of all time. Great at that defensive tackle position. Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox, Cody Myers in the NFC East. Super Bowl champion with Philadelphia. A lot of Pro Bowls for this guy as well. Was the captain, the catalyst on the defensive side of the football, especially for the defensive line. Very nice hit.
I'm gonna take a good guess. That's your hit of the show.
It's definitely replacing all the Cowboys. You can take all the Cowboys down now. I think everybody would agree with that. Nice hit on Fletch, my boy. Congrats, Cody, from Josh. Congrats from Julio. I get put in the north and nothing. No love, Colin. I'm sorry. I didn't know. It's like I needed Alejandro yesterday to say, what happened, guys? Usually you're my good luck charm. And then as soon as he said that, he got a W. So now that I know, maybe I can help you out. I'm just joking completely, by the way. I have no influence or control on whether or not that would work, but
Steven wants to run back the diamonds in the quad.
I like the sound of that, Steven. I also like Adam Stevens said, I agree, AT&T Stadium is the largest toilet in the world. Whoa! He's not even an Eagles fan, I don't think. So Fletcher Cox is a filler, but Calvin Johnson coming out as a photoed headliner, and he's not even the best speed flex in the series, right?
No.
Still looking for the Peyton Manning ripped flex. He said, yeah, too late, Colin. I'm sorry, Julio. Don't hate me, please. This is why I'm not invited to Berea Taco Night.
No.
Or Carne Asada Night, rather.
Ooh.
Makes me sad. All right, so here's Evan Banks, if he's still watching. 5 of the 8 spots here. We got Corey Wirtz in his first break as well. Vernal Henderson and Richie Baxter. Is this his first break too?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. There we go. Is this a part of his order number? I might have you look at this. I think I see what happened. I think it's this. Boom. It had a couple of numbers in there.
Wow.
I think it said 9 instead of the parenthesis. So I was like, who is this? Anyway, Evan, Corey,
right.
Vernal, and Richie. Drop me a number for jersey numero dos. Thank you. Second jersey coming up. I need me that Manning, says Mario Rivera. Odds just got a little bit better for it, right?
Yeah.
Got a spot knocked off in the quad. Got a spot knocked off in the double. Got a spot knocked off in the single. Keep it going, guys, if you want in for that Peyton Manning and the diamonds. In the meantime,
I think 7
I think we don't have 7. I know Evan's new. That's what this confusing scroll thing is on the bottom. These are all the box numbers we have left. So jerseys is the one we're doing. These are all the numbers that are available. So 3, 5, 6, 10, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's what that dash means. 25, 26, 28, and 29. So if you want to pick one of the eligible numbers from there, you are more than welcome to do so, Mr. Evan Banks. And he will. He says 6. We'll go side by side. Good luck, Evan. Good luck, Corey, Vernal, and Richie. So minus Vernal, everybody in this break knew. Vernal's trying to show him the ropes. So we go 7 clicks here from the dice roll at the beginning of the show. And this is how it comes out. So Evan Banks, you're going to take the NFC North, the NFC West, the AFC South, the AFC East, and the AFC West. Corey Wirtz in the NFC East, Evan Banks in the NFC West, Richie Baxter, the AFC North. So Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, 2 of the last 2 photoed headliners would be going to Corey in the NFC East. Jim Kelly, that would be going to Evan in the AFC East. DeAndre Swift would be Evan Banks as well in the NFC North. And then Drew Bledsoe, that could be Evan Banks, could be Corey Wirtz. Depends on what that Drew Bledsoe is on. Box 6. Ooh, this is pretty good for a filler hit, man. Pretty good for a filler hit. We got a quarterback.
Okay.
He actually threw to the guy that's still available in the Diamond Helmet series. We were talking about Calvin Johnson versus Randy Moss. I know which one Dante Culpepper would prefer, and that was Randy Moss. But this is a nice looking Dante Culpepper white custom jersey, and just like that, Evan Banks collecting his first W in the UA break room.
Box collar mojo.
Box collar mojo, 5 of the 8. Can't say he didn't earn it. Very nice on Dante Culpepper, one of my favorite quarterbacks growing up. And all of our stuff, Evan, is certified by the best in the business. This one by Beckett, as you can see. But JSA, PSA, just the best of the best. So very nice on Dante Culpepper, and congrats on your first W.
There you go.
Love me some Dante Culpepper. It's funny when we get him on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Because that's a he played there for everybody but me, I feel like, because I did have his jersey on a Dolphin growing up.
See, I know that one because the whole Nick Saban story with that, where he wanted Drew Brees in the front office, went with Culpepper.
That's so funny. Thank you, boy, says Evan. You got it, man.
There you go. Culpepper was electric.
Vernal said I got in the jerseys to get a reward coupon.
Hey, there you go. Got to do what you got to do.
Nice, dude. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Congrats, Evan, from Josh. Yes, sir. You never forget your first, right?
No.
And that's a good start. Dante Culpepper. Can't complain. All right, guys. Now the question is, what else would we like to do? We'll probably do a quick top to bottom rundown.
We're close on the practice squad double and the vault quad. Everything else a little open at the moment, but those are our 2 closest breaks, both 4-way.
All right, so I'll go over those 2 especially, drop in the links. The vault quad, by the way, that is the chase. So I would definitely hop in there if you guys want to see another quad. Get your name in ×4 into that chase wheel spin. I think I just unplugged my top screen on accident.
Oh,
Everybody hold on. That's why we got to do something about these wires, Alex.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
You're like, why are you yelling at me? I'm not the enemy on this. I agree with you. It's a dangerous spot down there.
Yeah.
But give me 1 second while this pops back up. There we go. All good.
Hey.
Yay. Big dubs. All right. So that vault quad, as mentioned, 4 spots to go. This is our 3rd one of these. I'll go ahead and drop that in there. Tied for our closest break that's coming up. We are looking for 3 of the 4 speed flexes still. There's 27 boxes left. We're looking for the Josh Allen speed flex, the Dan Marino speed flex, the Hydro Teal with the teal clips, the beautiful gold face mask for that as the best quarterback that never won. The Davante Adams 3-tone Hydro flex with the silver visor as well. Eli Manning is still out there. TJ Watt, Julius Peppers, and Ed Reed, as well as Trevor Lawrence. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 headliners in the last 27 boxes just photoed. Throw in LaDainian Tomlinson and Jordan Addison. That's 10. And then 5 vault keys is 15 and 27 still. Here is Dan Marino once again. I mean, I think this is Definitely one of the ones we're all playing for. This thing is gorgeous. And then Josh Allen. We've never seen a Speed Flex look quite like this one. I'm very excited to see what it looks like out on the desk, right?
Yeah.
And then last but not least, three-toned Hydro. I mean, this is just a sick-looking Raiders Hydro Flex of Devontae Adams. Are there any Cowboys in the break room asking for a friend, says Craig? Emmitt Smith is still in the jerseys. Michael Irvin still in the jerseys. Dak Prescott, which we're about to see, is still in the reps, or excuse me, the practice squad on a rep. That's 4 to go. We'll go check out that one too. These are our 2 closest breaks.
2 to go on the Vault Quad.
2 to go on the Vault Quad. But Dak Prescott available here. That's the only rep. Other than that, Ray Lewis, George Kittle, Reggie Wayne, A.J. Brown. Those are all full-size, authentic helmets. And then 2 Speed Flexes with Trevor Lawrence and Hines Ward. That is 7 full-size lids and 24 boxes. Almost a 1 in 3 chance of just full-size lids. Terry Bradshaw Mini is 8 and 24 at a photoed headliner, 1 in 3. And then we're also looking for Romo Dunze and Josh Jacobs, 10 and 24 chance at a photoed or listed headliner. So those are the 2 closest breaks, guys. 2 to go on that quad box break now. It was satire, Colin, because I called 3 Cowboys earlier. Aha, I get it. I was a little bit confused at first. I probably should have read between the lines. It's harder when it's in chat, you know.
It is. It really is.
If I heard his voice, I'd have been like, haha, he's joking, I think. But then I probably still would have done it, and he would still have to tell me he was joking. Practice squad single, 6 to go, $48 a spot. But as Alex mentioned, a little bit open on everything else. So I think the breaks to definitely focus in on, guys, that practice squad double, just $96 a spot if you want to get that one done. 7 full-size lids and 24 boxes, 10 and 24 chance at a headliner. But obviously the big ticket items, the best stuff in the room right now, that quad box break for the vault. $348 a spot, but 2 spots to go. Very, very nice odds, and especially since you get 4 spots into that vault quad, or that vault wheel spin. The best jokes are the ones you have to explain. I've always heard that. It's always good if you have to tell somebody that it's a joke.
Of course.
When I first dated my girlfriend, she's kind of learned my humor now, but I'm like very sarcastic a lot of times. Yeah, and she just would not pick up on it. Would just be like, "Wait, really?" And I'm like, "No, what? No, of course not."
I'm definitely the more sarcastic one. My girlfriend's more like silly.
Okay.
She's a goofball.
Yeah, so's mine. Hard to contain them sometimes. I like sometimes she'll be being silly and then like she'll realize she's being a little too silly at some point. She's like, what is wrong with me?
Slowly gets sillier and goofier. It doesn't stop. There's no limit.
And then Alex has to bring out the straitjacket. Calm her down. That's funny. So 2 to go. Quad for the vault. Any interest? It is what? 509. Wow, 509 already.
Yeah.
It's 2 spots to go. I mean, I'll go 520. 10 minutes seems like plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, the only reason I'm even putting a timer on it is we do have 3 shows a day, 12, 3, 6 p.m. Central Time, which means there'll be a new crew here at 6 p.m. to pick up where we left off with all these breaks. So, if we don't get it done, it'll just be a nice pre-fill for them. But I got to imagine, considering it is the chase, all of the cool stuff that's in there, we should probably get it done, right? That practice squad double is getting close as well.
Yeah, Mario. Hopping in. All right, we're 1 to go in that quad. Let's just get that wrapped up with.
3 to go in the practice squad double. 1 to go in the vault quad.
So I'd get that quad done, and then while the quad's going, maybe we knock out that practice squad.
Sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
Right now, it's got to be Patty Mahomes, right? But that can change.
Yeah.
I'm willing to let it change. He's probably the biggest name we're going to pull, although we pull Peyton Manning in the diamonds.
Yeah.
That could probably change it, but that Marino is pretty sweet. I don't know if it's worth more than this, but it is cooler. I'd be willing to let that be the hit of the show, but
If Marino or Allen come out, they're the hit of the show for me.
I think so too. So 1 spot to go in the quad for the vault.
And 2 to go for that practice squad. So we're
So
probably
going
going
to
to
get
be
both
doing
those
both.
done. Yeah. Probably get both of those done. And then we'll see if we want to get anything else done. Julio's giving me another chance hopping into that practice squad. We are in Chicago area, Evan. So Central Time right now it is 5:10.
Yeah.
So all of our shows are based on Central Time. So when we're live 12, 3, and 6, it's at Central Time. So if you're East Coast, obviously that's what 1, 4, and 7.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah, you'll see in all the listing it says CT at the end for Central Time.
I'm guessing he's a Bronco fan. I asked him earlier, but I see in his logo he's got a little Bronco. So do get a decent amount of Broncos. Math checks out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Craig. I'm gonna have Craig as my official fact checker. If I say anything wrong.
All right, what's closing up first, guys?
Questions that need answered. So yeah, it'll be a different squad tonight, Evan. You'll see Common and Steven at 6 p.m. Central Time. But again, if you have another break that you're thinking about playing and you're like, it's 8 to go or 7 to go, you don't lose your spot and you don't get refunded. It literally just carries over to the next show. So
We might be closing up the practice squad first. 1 to go in both.
1 to go in both. Who wants the closer magic? 1 in the vault quad, 1 in the practice squad double. It's a race. Go ahead and move Patty over here. So we'll probably we're riding on Knicks in prime time, baby. Let's go, Evan. We have had both of those guys, believe it or not. We've had prime time on Colorado stuff, and we've had Bo Nix. I mean, as recently as like yesterday, Bo Nix was in the break room. He's been coming in quite a bit. A guy that could honestly be a filler hit in the time-ins. But we've seen Bo Nix around. Obviously, Peyton Manning, we've gotten on Denver stuff as well. We've had Demaryius Thomas even. It's been a long time, obviously. It's tough to get Demaryius Thomas
Von
stuff
Miller
this day.
occasionally.
Von Miller, Jerry Jeudy when he was there, Cortland Sutton,
DeMarcus Ware.
Terrell Davis, Champ Bailey,
Yeah.
DeMarcus Ware, yeah.
Yeah, Terrell Davis, John Elway, and Champ Bailey. The 3 we get the most recently.
We just pulled Randy Gradishar in the early show.
We had Tim Tebow for a bit.
We have had Tim Tebow before.
Pretty sick. We had Tim Tebow on a sick Hydroflex one time. It's like when we first started doing these practice squads.
Mario said, yeah, let's go Broncos. We got Russell Wilson when he was on there. We're not getting much Russell Wilson Broncos anymore.
No, now we're getting him on the Steelers.
Yeah, right? Makes sense. 1 to go, guys. Let's close it up. Boom. Close it up.
Don't make it awkward.
Don't make it awkward.
I mean, I'm like 100% sure, honestly. It'll close up before 5:20.
I've already seen Closer Magic hit, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's what won the Patrick Mahomes.
Right?
Chris Ripka closed up the quad box break, and he ended up coming back with Patrick Mahomes.
He could make Magic strike twice, right? Maybe get Dan Marino closing up the quad. Wouldn't be too bad for my man Chris Ripka.
Yeah, he's not in this next quad.
He take the money and run?
He might have.
He might have. He's been taking home some solid W's over the last couple
He does
weeks.
it every week. He sneakily comes away with like 1 or 2 of the best, helmets in the room at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Just slowly walks away.
Yeah, we'll probably do these 2 breaks, and then we'll do the vault wheel spin.
Yeah.
Unless something like just goes crazy out of nowhere, which if that happens, it happens. Obviously, we're here to rip for you guys, but I'm guessing we'll do the practice squad double. Again, 1 spot to go with 7 full-size helmets and only 24 boxes. And then with all those insane speed flexes left and headliners in the vault and the fact that it's part of the chase, you get your name in ×4. 1 spot to go there, too. I mean, closer magic on both of those. As you guys can see, 1 lone spot in that vault quad. Don't sleep.
What are we doing?
1 lone spot in that practice squad.
All right, let's see what closed up first. The practice squad.
Practice squad double closed up.
Steven's back.
Like he never left. Quad box break there, guys. There is the link. Whoever wants that closer spot, go and get it. Go and get it. So here we go. Vernal Henderson with a few here. Mario Rivera, Julio Martel, Vernal Henderson, and Brian Maresca closing it up. Drop me 2 numbers for PSDB number 1. Put us down to 22 in the practice squad. Julio wants the wheel ×2. Will do. Practice squad out of 30. So here we go.
And the quad filled up.
Quad is full. Beautiful. guys, I would say if you want to get into anything else, now is the time to get those spots. Otherwise, these might be the last 2 breaks of the show. It's entirely up to you. Mario called 7 and 9 a little bit late. We are going to do 26 and 18, which isn't there, so 19. 26 and 19. You guys rolling through it all? That's what we're doing, baby. All right. Here we go, guys. Good luck. 7 clicks. Vault quad on deck. After 7. He said, I can't even spell. That's okay. You don't need to spell here in the live break room. It's great. It's optional. So, Vernal, you got the NFC North and the NFC South, and the AFC East and the AFC West. Julio Martel in the NFC East, Brian Maresca, NFC West, Vernal Henderson, AFC North, Mario Rivera, AFC South. 19 coming up, the Martin Truex Jr. box. Box 1 here of this double box break. Martin Truex. Ooh. It's a nice jersey coming out here. Love the purple on this bad boy. Also love the player. One of the best offensive linemen of all time. How about Jonathan Ogden? Purple jersey with that bronze trim, the white numbers on the Hall of Fame 13 inscription for one of the best. Jonathan Ogden. That is the AFC North. That is Vernal Henderson. Nice dub on Jonathan Ogden. We say it all the time, but there's a reason Jamal Lewis had 2,000 yards rushing. He had some big boys helping him out. This was one of them. I heard I was called for. It was satire, Eric. Go back to where you came from. I was informed by Greg it was satire. You better not have sold the puppies.
Yeah.
I guess he never said they were puppies.
Yeah, they could be old dogs. So I'm guessing their value in that whole thing.
He said, LOL, okay. I'm just playing with you, Eric. Just playing. All love over here. Next. Numero 26.
Oh, look at you.
Who knew you were so cultured?
I am very cultured.
Have you heard him say Alejandro's name?
Alejandro Ibarra.
Ooh, listed headliner time. Double up time. Vernal Henderson. How about Josh Jacobs?
Ooh.
Little Josh Jacobs jersey coming out here. The green and yellow of everybody's favorite team in this room, the Green Bay Packers. 3 massive Packer fans surrounding me right now, loving the Josh Jacobs hit for Vernal Henderson. What? Did I get that wrong?
Your mind is gone blank. He's lost it. Happens when you're an Eagle fan in Chicago.
Yeah, it's crazy here.
Boy, that vault is loaded. Holy smokes.
Well, we'll see. We got 4 more boxes coming up. Absolutely stunning hits as Josh and Trace. Right? It's nice. He's got a good auto. Great looking jersey. Congrats, Vernal. I, for one, thought it was pretty good. What else is good is 7 full-size lids in the practice squad, and we're down to, what, 22 boxes? It's almost a 1 in 3 chance just at full-size lids, Alex. That's unbelievable. Jaime said throw it in the trash. I'm going to safely pack up Josh Jacobs and get it out of the animals' ways.
I love the reverse commentary of Josh and Jaime.
Yeah, right.
If a Bears
Two-
or Packers item, we get totally 2 different responses from them.
Yeah, they're polarizing teams with those 2 in. Very polarizing. I'm at my son's practice, but dog's still getting sold. I need more play money. Is your son gonna appreciate the dog being sold? Just out of curiosity. Ooh, Logan Rowe with a little close here. That's a dangerous man. Josh Andres, Vernal Henderson, Steven Slagle, and Craig Joseph. Drop me 4 numbers. 4, Vault quad number 3. All we've done is quads, right?
Yeah.
So this will be 12 boxes down. Leave us with 24. No, that's not math.
23.
20. What? That's not math either.
What?
Did you say 23?
12 boxes?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You just have probably 35 minus 12.
Yeah.
You made me rethink everything right there.
Didn't. You said what?
We got 12,
We got 12. Craig said he is not calling these numbers. You called so much heat last time.
but he didn't win. I actually did win one.
Craig said math harder. The math is not checking out this time.
All right, we got 22.
Okay, 2
Vernal's
more.
slowly coming in.
Math harder.
2 more.
No and yes, LOL. The dog is taking one for the team. Oh my god.
Oh,
Does he know that? 12 and 22. Vernal, you have 2 more. Anybody else? The dog is taking one for the team. What a good pooch. Such a good boy. Oh, always. Otherwise, we'll wheel it for the last 2. Vernal, Josh. 1 and 13. Craig's like, fine, I'll throw a couple in there.
well, Craig gets one of them, right? Oh,
It's a
yeah.
quad, right? I
well,
saw.
Vernal's got 2.
Oh, 12, 22, 2. Yeah. So we can give you 1 or 13, Craig.
Vernal likes the 2s. 2, 12, and 22.
2, 12, and 22. He was going to go 32
Yeah.
until Craig got 1 and 13 in there.
3?
13.
Oh, 13?
All right,
Okay.
gotcha. Ooh, Marino. All right, deal. Eric, you're a savage. Said I. Man, he's making boss moves, though. You got to respect him for making moves. All right, so we're going to do, what are they? 12, 22, 2, and 13. The official numbers. Here we go. This is the vault. 7 clicks. Craig Joseph, NFC North, looking for Jordan Addison, perhaps. Vernal Henderson in the NFC South. Logan Rowe, NFC East. I know we're still looking for Eli Manning. We got Steven Slagle in the NFC West. Josh and Drace, AFC North, AFC South. TJ Watt, full-size authentic, still out there. AFC East for Steven Slagle. This could be the ultimate one, right? Dan Marino and the Josh Allen flex. Josh and Drace in the AFC West, still looking for LaDainian Tomlinson. Philadelphia school system. I went to school in Indiana. Thank you very much. Give me that Devontae, says Josh. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I forgot about Devontae. I said LaDainian Tomlinson. Box number 2 coming up. What do we got in the Rusty Wallace box number 2? Full size. Oh my God. Authentic.
Almost died.
Well, ask and you shall receive. How about Devontae Adams on the 3-toned Hydro? Beautiful looking lid here. 17 on the back. Absolutely gorgeous. Boom, says Josh. He has been raking in this break.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many spots he's getting. He always ends up in the right one. Ended up in the right one again here and won himself a Devontae Adams 3-toned Hydro Flex. That is a beauty, man. Colors play really, really well on this thing. Silver visor for just one of the best in the game at wide receiver in Devontae Adams. Gorgeous stuff. Congrats, Josh. So it's funny because Josh has won Aaron Rodgers on the Jets now, and he's won Devontae Adams on the Raiders as a Packer fan.
That's pretty nice.
But, you know, you're still getting your boys. Their legacies right now definitely end up in green and yellow as it sits. Very nice on Tay. You know what this means, Alex? We can finally take a cowboy off the desk.
Oh, cool. I'll just kick them both off.
That's a great idea. Congrats, Josh. That's a hit from Julio. Jaime said he looks better as a Raider. Probably put beautiful. Well, that's a good way to start. 12 is kind of heavy, too. How heavy, though? What do we got in the Ryan Blaney box, number 12? It's another authentic. Another authentic coming out. Ooh. Okay, this is a nice hit for a filler. Talked about Jamal Lewis a second ago, a guy that rushed for 2,000 yards. This guy did it as well. How about Chris Johnson? Lunar Authentic CJ2K, Josh Andres. Another dub. Cleaning up in this break so far. A little untraditional double up to start. Not bad, not bad, not bad. The revenge break coming on right now for Josh Andres after he offered in the last quad. Every other quad, he gets his comeuppets.
What did you just call it?
What?
Is it comeuppets?
Yeah, his comeuppets.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
You've never heard comeuppets?
I don't think I have.
You guys know what comeuppets is, right? I'm down to trade either jersey or Bill's Andre helmet. Vernal, you're a Raiders guy from Craig. Josh said, let's go. And Vernal said it depends on the guy. He's more of a guy. More of a guy than a player. Custom ripped authentic for Bo Jackson. That's pretty good. I haven't gotten any feedback on comeuppets yet. Making me nervous. I'll have to ask Steven and
I think you might need to be nervous.
no.
Comeuppets?
I am definitely confident. I'm pleading not guilty on this one. Damn, my boy Josh just cleaning up in the room. Yeah. I mean, he's had, it's been a roller coaster, honestly. When he's hit big. But when he's missed big. We got a rep, no vault key. Ooh, another good one. How about the first guy to ever have 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season? I love this lid. Look at all of these inscriptions for Roger Craig, Steven Slagle in the NFC West. Love when we get lids with all these inscriptions, man.
Oh, yeah.
Roger Craig, 1,000, 1,885. We got a 3-time Super Bowl champ inscription, a 1988 Offensive Player of the Year, and an 80s All-Decade team. 1, 2, 3, 4 inscriptions here for the great Roger Craig on that throwback San Francisco lid. No. Right now, it's the great Craig Joseph. He's been playing more.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Craig played in one quad today, I think.
He was...
Joseph and I agree about everything in life.
He did not win, so it was CNW.
That'll change.
Josh has
Such
been
a
the big
good
dog
league.
today.
Nice win. I definitely agree with Craig on that one. Great leg from Josh, right? This is the filler hits, guys.
Yeah.
That's what's coming out as the filler hits in this one.
Is Alex Dreyer in?
He was talking, but he didn't play earlier. He doesn't want to get divorced.
He took the money and ran
When you want
last night. Holy smokes.
Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy to walk towards you, you say, come Muppets. Do you know what comeuppets is? Like you're going to get your comeuppets?
Thank you.
He's from Bulgaria.
Comeuppets?
Exactly. You guys heard about how to do a Bulgarian break? How to do a Bulgarian break?
I'm scared to know, so I'm gonna just no.
Oh, yeah, I know the difference.
The Joey Logano box, number 22. We've got another rep. No vault key. So only one photoed headliner coming out. This could be a listed guy. Surely this is a listed guy. He isn't a listed guy. Wow. This should tell you something. I mean, 4 straight Super Bowls for the great Jim Kelly on a filler hit here. Unbelievable. Steven Slagle. Another W on another great looking rep. Wow. Roger Craig, 4 inscriptions, and Jim Kelly, two filler hits in this one.
That doesn't answer the question though, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
Who has heard of it though?
Comeuppets. A
The
punishment
definition.
or some bad luck that is considered to be fair and deserved punishment for something bad that someone has done. See? See?
All he did was put the definition. He didn't say if
What?
that's like a word he knows.
Okay, so you're just saying I'm smart because I know words.
Yeah.
But are you admitting it's a real word? That's all. That's all I need to know.
I just have never heard anyone use the word.
Well, you're going to hear it a lot more now. It's going to be Comeuppets Tuesday from now
Oh
on.
man.
Josh said, now I got to get in again. I mean, it's crazy. Jaime said, I haven't. I'm Mexican. See? He knows what Comeuppets is.
I'm a Mexican too.
I have the word, can't say I've heard. Really? I feel smart right now with comeuppance.
Oh, Hyman.
Bonus banger, as Ricky would say, from Jaime, right?
I think Bob's heard it, but he hasn't used it at least as of late.
Well, he should be using it more. We probably should be running this back. We're gonna do the wheel spin though and get off the air. It is 5:30 already, but man, we're down to, you did the math, 23 boxes, 9 headliners in this vault with Josh Allen and Dan Marino and those speed flexes still out there. Eli Manning, TJ Watt, Julius Peppers, Ed Reed. That is a lot of photo headliners. The 2 best looking lids still in this one. And we've still got LaDainian Tomlinson and Jordan Addison. And again, that and more section, a 4 inscription Roger Craig replica helmet and a Jim Kelly on that alternate Bills replica helmet. 5 vault keys are still out there too. Somehow we haven't pulled a vault key yet. We have only 23 boxes left in the whole series. It's crazy.
Not much, Jaime. Not much, Jaime. Just a little bit.
But do you speaky, Alex? All right, so let's do this chase wheel spin. Urelli said to tell you guys I am no savage, that I am what you call really addicted to UA. To not make me more big-headed, she is looking and while holding her what? Her chancla?
Her sandal. That's Spanish.
Oh.
Not the chancla.
I said not the chancla.
No, it's not
All right,
good.
well, be safe. Did you inform her you're selling the dogs?
We're going to the boom boom room.
No.
I've been enlightened on the Boom Boom Room.
Oh.
Didn't
You
know.
never watched Jersey Shore?
No.
Oh.
Who watches Jersey Shore?
Who hasn't?
I used to watch it.
You actually
Even the
strike me
Bulgarian
as-
man watched Jersey Shore.
You strike me as the target audience of Jersey Shore. Yes, Boom Boom Room, says Jaime.
Oh no.
That's where Alex and I are headed after
enjoying
this.
it way too much over there.
7th and final click. Ooh, look, it's Craig Crenshaw. He did it.
Craigers.
Craig, are you still out there? Won himself the chase wheel spin. Nobody in Jersey watched Jersey Shore. I would be willing to bet, Bob, if I go to Jersey, I can find somebody that's watched Jersey Shore.
John Gagliano watches it. And Tom Farkas.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Yeah, y'all discussed that, really. Josh said, I'm sick of Greg always winning. And also Eric said no, so pray for me. Oh my God. You're going to get worse than the chancla. So, Craig, I have Ogden and Jacobs jerseys and Bills on Andre Reed Authentic in the room right now, Craig, talking about potentially for that Davante Adams. While we wait for Craig Crenshaw real quick, let's just talk about the hit of the show. I mean, it's probably Patrick Mahomes, obviously. Authentic, but if we're talking aesthetics, man, I think this one just stole the show, right? 3-tone hydro on Davante Adams. The colors play so nice with the black, the white, and the silver. Micah Parsons was a great hit, a part of that trio that Josh and Drace won and won. That was insane. And then obviously Calvin Johnson coming out in the diamond helmets. Pretty sick. Still got that Peyton Manning out there. All right, this is for Craig. Starting on 1. I think I did him okay. I think Craig and I might still be buddies. $78.
You just don't want us to have a Christmas party.
No. Bah humbug.
That Marino helmet is insane.
The Sopranos, yes. Jersey Shore, no. I love the Marino helmet. I'm guessing y'all are going to see that tonight. Got so
yeah,
bored
they are.
during COVID, I resorted to watching Jersey Shore. I couldn't stand more than about 3 episodes. There we go, Evan. Yeah, I've seen like clips and I'm like, I don't think this is my show. Anyway, guys, from me and Alex, it's been a super fun show. I did not mean to play my intro again. We're restarting the show, Alex. I hope you're ready to go for another 3 hours or so.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, we'll take the pay. We'll take that.
Yeah, we're working for free. Sorry, Alex.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys. My favorite duo hosts.
Oh, well, thank you.
You might have to say that louder tonight. No, I'm just playing. Thank you, Josh. We appreciate all you guys. It's been a lot of fun today. A lot of great hits coming out, but man, so many more great hits to come, right? That Dan Marino Speed Flex, Josh Allen Flex, and so many other amazing helmets throughout the Diamonds and the Vault. Black and blue with great odds as well. Practice Squad has, I mean, kind of flown under the radar with a 7 in 22 chance at just full-size helmets, which is ridiculous. So.
Yeah.
12, 3, and 6 p.m. Central Time, guys, every single day of the week, which means another show is starting here in under 30 minutes with Common here, Steven over there. Jaime said, thanks, Colin and Alex. You got it, man. Thank you guys so much. Alex will be back tomorrow during the day. I'll be back tomorrow night. We will see you guys tomorrow, but have a ton of fun ripping tonight, and have a great night.